hole soon.
Y'all are all just a bunch of crazy people. Which is normal. Because if y'all weren't crazy, I think something was wrong with y'all.
I mostly blame Kazu for that starting.
Weird singing does not bother me.
Wait, has the stew started?
You've never heard my weird singing.
I have heard you sing, Brandy.
Yeah, my regular singing, not my weird singing.
Okay, yeah, you got a point. Alright, to pick up where we left off, the party is currently split, and I need to separate y'all on the map to more illustrate the fact you are split.
We should be separated into cock ticklers and cunt lickers.
No more of in trouble, and who is the little girl pissed off at the moment?
Wait, what did I miss?
Naya and
The hell did I miss?
Yeah.
You missed several things.
Naya, what did you do?
She ripped a harpy's wings off.
Oh my god. Shag, why didn't you stop her?
Because the harpy was because I didn't know, because I wasn't there. I was under this trance, and when I saw
all I hear is Shig failed as being a lawful good paladin.
Shig failed. So. Yeah, it's evil.
It's evil. You think I care about it?
Damn it.
He doesn't have a counter for that one.
God damn it.
So, yeah, Harpy was evil, therefore Karu's just like, I don't care about it, why do we keep it? Why? Fine, do what you want, I don't give a shit.
Put it out of misery so we'll get a... No, fine, let him...
And so the party had taken a tasking from James. He gave them several options, they picked one, gave them options and locations, they described what they wanted, and he's like, okay. And so the party is currently in a location they don't know about because nobody asked where they were going.
It's true, we were just dropped off at a beach suddenly. Very, very suddenly.
This is what happens when Vesuvius takes a week off. God damn it.
So yes, you were teleported to a beach. The interesting part, several people figured out, is with north being that direction, the beach is on the west side?
Okay, wait, I want to ask a question. Okay, if Vesuvius was here, and you appeared on a beach, and you found a girl in the bushes that was sleeping, a little elf girl.
Was she cute?
Oh my god!
No, like a little elf girl, like 8 years old or something.
Like child.
A child. And anyway, so eventually a harpy showed up that wasn't attacking, but was using its song to try to lure people over. What would you do?
Are we talking about like Red Rover, Red Rover?
No more make it Will Saver get over.
Would you go attack the harpy?
Well, I mean, what's the harpy doing once you have the people?
You don't know. You just know.
Nobody waited to find out.
No. That's. I would need more information.
Harpies are evil. You do know that.
So?
I'm just asking. What would you do?
I would wait and see what the harpy was going to do with the people if she started trying to eat the people.
There was evidence of a dead corpse.
There was a goblin who was ripped to pieces.
Goblins deserve to die. Whatever.
I mean, not everybody attacked the harpy.
To be fair, that was just Naya.
Yeah, Jay and Karu wanted to as well.
He was charmed all the way up until the point he got over there and the harpy released him.
No,
Liz tried to stop the harpy from calling.
Karu was charmed, Maximus was charmed, Jay was charmed.
The majority...
The horses were charmed.
The majority of them were charmed, except for me, because I counter-talk.
Jay was not charmed either.
No, Jay was charmed up
Jay was
until
charmed.
a point.
You were wrestling. No, you were the one charmed. Jay was not.
Yeah,
that's right.
What I'm trying to tell you.
Oh,
sorry, getting it mixed up. Yeah, Ophelia was charmed. Jay was not. There was a wrestling match between the girls to keep Ophelia from going towards the pretty song.
It wasn't a wrestling match. She
It was a
held
kink
my
match.
arm, and I said, "Hey, let me go."
It was
and
a
she was like,
tug-of-war?
"No," and I was like, "But please."
Tug-of-war match, then.
I miss lesbian porn.
Yeah, basically light romantic lesbian porn.
Are you and her laying together now?
They're getting
They're
close.
Hey, I bought her. I spent a shit ton of money on buying her chocolate and necklace to declare my intent formally.
And took her
Declare
drinking.
your intent?
Courtship intent.
Sir, I would like to declare my intent to marry your daughter. I would like to say that I have a wonderful dowry of 5 sheep, 3 cows, and 20 acres of land.
Exactly.
Pretty much. And Jay didn't say no.
She was being bribed with chocolate. Of course she didn't.
And alcohol.
I rolled really shitty on my
Although it's
charisma
funny because
check.
Ophelia's the one that got drunk.
Yeah, I rolled really shitty on all my rolls, basically.
Yes, you
Oh
had,
God.
you had nothing
But
but
wait.
shit rolls that whole
Here's the
night. It was
problem.
hilarious.
Who did you go and declare to? Did you try to get Karu's permission? I would like to say this woman in your party is one of the finest pieces of ass I have ever seen. And I so would love to bed her tonight. Is there any way that a little bit of chocolate and wine will allow me to put her in my
Oh yeah, I did buy her a bunch of alcohol.
courthouse?
But
I would pay money to see you talk that way to them.
Honey, as well as you can put on that southern accent, it ain't that good.
He's trying
I
to
do
do the corny Hollywood version, is what it sounds like.
I do declare.
Oh.
I do declare.
Shig, honey, please don't hurt yourself. Like on all God's green earth, please stop.
Especially
That's
since
okay.
you're California,
Would
that
you
makes
guys
it
like
even
to know
worse.
what, you want to know what crime against humanity has happened to me this weekend?
You
Somebody
opened your
been trying
mouth
to
and
do an
somebody
accent?
listened?
Somebody ordered me tea.
Oh no, what kind?
Oh yeah, take that guess. Where am I?
No!
Yes.
You poor boy!
I swallowed a mouthful before I realized what it was.
Oh no! Kazu! Bless your heart!
They were poisoning me.
Wait, what kind of? What were you being forced to drink?
He was forced to drink unsweetened tea.
Ew.
Exactly.
alright,
Apparently, I've learned that other places assume
Okay.
you want unsweetened tea when
That's
you order
all-
tea.
Well, as long as they didn't give you black tea.
Oh, it was regular, like, tea.
That's
Well,
good.
it's not regular tea, apparently.
Back to narration. Go, Brandy.
yeah,
Yes.
back to
Narration.
Branding
So-
declaring her intent.
That happened. The rest of the party does not know this, though.
Raspberry
Yeah.
tea's nasty.
True enough.
I don't know what she did with the necklace. Put it in your inventory. Or do whatever with it. Throw it on the ground.
I think she
Bless
kept
you. Bless you.
But that happened between them. Nobody at the rest of the party was informed.
Oh, so.
But we did cuddle after the in front of everybody after the
Aw, you cuddled.
Well, you hadn't entirely been making it subtle or secret that you liked Jay.
No, I was not subtle.
So more than a few people had probably caught on to that.
Mm-hmm.
Roll that insight. Did I?
I rolled
Wrong
a 2.
dude.
I made the check.
75. We don't have insight rolls.
Damn it!
Motive.
I was close.
Motives are my motives are purely honorable.
I don't believe
Anyway,
that
so
for a second.
then after that, Jay and Ophelia and the child, which is named Laura, tried to walk off before the rest of the party could join because they felt that they were poor choices. And Karu, alongside Maximus, decided to follow as well, which I told him was okay as long as he shut his mouth. I think shortly after that, Liz and Naya talked to the harpy,
Won't
trying
have me
to
in the mic. I can't make out.
heal it because they found out that
No, it says an automatic
that
login.
harpies and the elf village nearby
You can sign out of mine.
Well, it's not logging in now.
allies.
No, it takes a minute.
And Liz and Liz and Naya took the harpy in the wagon and
It'll
I'd-
pop up.
well, that's
Yeah.
where we are.
Laura is currently mad at the crab because it hurt the feather lady.
Oh yeah, Naya was a giant crab.
Naya was originally a small crab and then turned into a big crab.
Mm-hmm.
Kid was friends with crab. Crab ripped off feather lady wings and is no longer friends with Kid.
Happy birthday. Whoa, messages, all sorts of messages.
So, little Laura, not happy with crab.
Hey, at least it ain't me.
Doesn't have a real opinion of you yet.
Nope.
He originally liked Haru, and she doesn't like him anymore.
Let's see what-
She didn't know what to think of you. Still doesn't know what to think of you. At least the ladies are nice.
Probably doesn't even know that you're a human. Well,
I know. Remember, I made a diplomacy check to befriend her.
True.
I just wanted to see what if I
But she was more distracted by crab.
talking crab.
Yeah, fucking crab.
Crap.
Crab.
Stop being crabby.
I'm sorry if that's in my nature.
No, your nature's to be a bard.
Oh, right.
Anyway.
I won't argue with that.
If the shoe fits.
Now, if you leave my name in, it'll just
Doesn't always fit.
Is that how I spell it?
Just mostly fits.
So, going to pick up partially where we left off with the party split. Jay, Ophelia, Karu Maximus, and Laura are heading east towards the elf village. I believe y'all were talking with Laura, asking her some things, if I remember correctly.
EOS, okay.
We did most of it in chat last time, but were there other questions y'all had for Laura?
Well, that's kind of.
I think we pretty much got it. We're gonna go to town and we're gonna find. Right now I'm reading back through everything so I can recall all the information that she gave me.
I think I forgot to upload last week's video too.
Yes.
Oops.
Dark things. We're gonna talk about the dark things and.
Oh yeah, Evil, Curious, and Jealous Yandari. Yep, I forgot to upload it. Hey, if y'all ever catch me forgetting about that stuff, feel free to message me about it.
No, I was exhaling because I'm also like I had a very long day. I was working on a project that I did not enjoy.
Things happen. Did y'all have other questions for Laura?
That's what I'm reading back through to see if there was anything else, but I think that we were done asking her questions because she doesn't seem to know that much as far as details.
Alright.
So we're just gonna wait till we get to the village.
See. Where were Vesuvius being up? Well, Vesuvius probably now
Vesuvius is
with
the
us.
wagon.
Right.
He wakes up in a barrel. You got drunk.
You would be with me, buddy.
No, Barrel Trick belongs to a different character.
Hello, I am the barrel.
The wagon's the spawn point.
Wait, I'm waking up with Liz.
Oh fuck!
What did I do?
No,
last
wagon,
night?
or excuse me, the barrel popping thing, it belongs to
Modified.
another character. That was her thing.
Kai.
Yep,
Kiki.
that was her
Liz, what
shtick.
did we do last night?
What?
Did I make a mistake last night?
What?
I have the audio for him turned down because he keeps doing side conversations and I can't tell what he's talking to.
Excuse me for a moment.
Okay.
Alright, moving on. Alright, so nothing from that group. Anything from Wagon Group?
Your mom.
Is better looking than you.
Your mom from Wagon Group?
My mom is awesome.
But she's better looking than you.
And she's from Wagon Group?
I don't know.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, apparently it's just me and Liz in the wagon had last night.
Well, Naya's over there.
Not in the wagon.
I think she's still the... I thought
Giant
the,
enemy.
the Harpy was in the wagon, too.
I never found out if Naya put the harpy in the wagon or if she's still holding the harpy.
I was holding the harpy. We ended before I could take humanoid form, put the harpy in the back of the wagon, and sit back there and chit-chat with it while we head down. While the rest of the people go with the crying child town, who's going to immediately go, they hurt the harpy, and then the party's going to get lynched.
Yep.
So that's what I'm waiting for.
Waiting for the lynch mob?
Yeah,
Good
so
boy.
I'll PM you what form I'm taking, and I'll go all
Is it going to be
form.
one that's going to get you lynched as well?
Hopefully not.
Be a
How about
harpy.
Depends which
sexy
one you
elf?
take.
Be a sexy elf.
Be a harpy. Be
Bill,
like, I want some harpy.
go for that pale drow, Michael. Go for that pale drow.
Oh God.
Hey, as long as I don't know it's a drow, I'm fine.
As long as nobody makes that check. Because if they do, GG, dude.
You guys are friendly to drows, right? No? Huh. That was a short-lived life.
We don't take anything to your kind around here.
Wow,
say,
sucks for you
sir,
humans.
I say, sir, I have intentions on your horse.
That's gonna stick for a while, isn't it,
I still
Cosmic?
got a picture of the donkey dick.
I don't think I want to know.
I have no idea.
I went to this town in here in Arizona, and it's all over. Her grandma starts feeding one of the burros food, and it got hard. And it was
And it got hard.
Red Dead Redemption hard.
Okay, that's random.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Shrink.
Karu can't really say much because Ophelia won't let him talk.
That's right. Shut your mouth.
You don't like Karu, do you?
No,
I don't like
nobody likes
paladins.
paladins. I'm gonna steal your woman because I'm better than you.
She doesn't like paladins. She doesn't like zealots. She doesn't like...
And paladins are
Lily is
usually
the only one that
zealots.
likes
doesn't
Karu.
look at the whole picture with a clear view.
What the hell's a zealot?
Oh my God, Shig. Go back to Cuba.
Cuba.
Why are we
Oh
friends?
God! As soon as you mentioned Cuba, the news just started talking about Cuba.
Really? Did they?
It's a conspiracy.
The
of
Spanish
Cubans.
Jews.
It's all a conspiracy.
Alright.
The Bachelor is stupid.
So,
I mean, it is more.
because one group is traveling with wagon, the other's on foot, y'all will arrive at the little village separately. Which may or may not make things interesting, because you've got, yeah, you got a bunch of humans with a kid. Oh god, another human. You do that, the harpy's just staring at you, just like, I knew you were a human. Alright, so the first group, with Laura leading them, not entirely happy.
Die today.
She will get y'all to the Elven village first, and I'll go ahead and give everybody the description so y'all know what the place looks like, and then you can react when each group gets there.
Okay.
It's not a big village, but not small either. It's about average size. The interesting thing about it is the orchards that surround it on 3 sides. You've got apples, peaches, and a fruit that the
Peaches
humans are
for
not
me.
familiar with, and that is a smaller orchard.
Millions of peaches, peaches for free.
The peaches are not for free.
Peaches are for fish.
Peaches are traded for
on-
fish.
on the plan. They were put there by a man.
Alright, that's enough karaoke.
Oh, you think I'm being cute? That's adorable.
So just orchards, that's what we see.
That's the main thing. That it's just like all y'all have traveled before. You've been to various villages. Usually there's like some farms or something like that. It's a little unusual for there to be just orchards. And that's the main thing of like big peach orchards, big apple orchards, and a small orchard off to the side of that for the first group, that for the humans you don't recognize. For those of you who are elves, being Naya and Liz,
And Vesuvius.
Vesuvius is human or half elf or elf.
Elven?
Okay,
Be an elf, dude.
I can't remember.
I'm
He
double
never does
checking
anything
my-
elf-like, so I don't remember it.
He is an elf.
No, so the elves and the humans have split up.
Yeah, all the elves are in the last
Except for the
group.
big humans. Josiah is the human right now.
I think it's rather interesting the party is completely split humans and elves.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. What's going on?
Because
People
the
are being
elves-
Elves
racist.
are stuck in a corner.
Oh
That's because
god.
we are superior. We live longer. We're prettier.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Bitches, you ain't
And y'all are the
Let's
one
just
bringing
say-
in the heartbeat. Have fun.
Karu, when you're dead and gone, when your body has rotted to dust, I'll still be there tapping Liz and taking care of your son.
Oh
More
god.
bullshit.
Oh.
Bullshit.
Was this your master plan all along?
That's right. He can be taught.
Oh, that
Did
shade.
people come up or?
Wow. Okay. Plot twist.
That shade. That shade. Oh my god.
Like, was that your master plan all along?
Maybe. But
I told you now it wouldn't be a master plan, now would it? I have to wait until the knife is in your back.
anyway,
Wait, did you tell them what the fruit was?
It was hot for.
for the humans, you wouldn't recognize it. For the elves, you do recognize it as one that is only grown in a handful of locations across the elven lands, and it is considered a delicacy.
It be called pomegranate.
Yep.
I
Ambrosia.
don't remember what the name was, but sure, we'll go with pomegranate. I don't care. I'm not too worried about it.
It's awesome elven fruit that only
Do
elves
any
can
people
take.
come up to greet us? Or
It is nectar of the
well,
gods. Because
about
elves are directly
that.
descended from the gods, and we're better than humans.
As you're approaching the village with the kid, Laura's still unhappy with y'all. As soon as you get to the edge of the orchard, she sprints forward and into and through it, heading towards the village. Do y'all keep walking, or do you try to chase?
keep walking.
Keep
Okay.
walking. Though Karu's going to open up, like, permitted to talk Ophelia.
Yes.
Can we go after that kid?
We don't need the child. She gave us information. We know what we came here for.
Funny.
Chase after the child, it could be considered aggressive.
And I need all y'all in the first group to roll me spot checks.
I swear to God, Karu.
Change.
Spot checks.
If I have to give birth to a bastard child, I will shive you.
13.
Don't worry. Vesuvius will claim it as his, and we'll be fine.
Really? Really, V? Really?
Alright.
I mean, he did help conceive the child.
Oh my
He may not
god.
have been the one that supplied the male spunk, but
Oh my god.
definitely involved in that child's birth.
Kazu. Bless your heart. Shut up.
Yeah. Unless you really just want the party to get dead real quick. Because somebody just had to open their fucking mouth and not think about the situation.
Alright.
As y'all are proceeding through the orchard, walking after the kid, this conversation's happening. Looking around, it's just like, okay, it's an apple orchard. As for Ophelia, you're looking around, it's like, okay, it's an apple orchard with elves hidden in it, and they don't look happy.
I stop in my tracks and put my hands up, and I say, Karu, put your hands up.
I
Notice
just
a few of
stop
them are pointed at Karu. Several bows are drawn aimed at him.
I stop and I raise my hands up. Oh, I forgot to roll for Maximus. Oh well.
He's a horse!
We're here to investigate the disappearances. We mean no trouble.
I'm here to lay claim to your daughters.
Vesuvius, I swear to God, shut up! You're not even there!
We're not there. It doesn't matter what I say right now.
I don't give a fuck!
The response from the elves in accented common is, you say that, but your words moments earlier do not match. Why are you really here?
Wait, what did he say?
Our words from earlier do not match.
From earlier?
They overheard you talking. They've been spying. You're in trouble.
And that's, well, all
We
I
got
said
what we need
earlier
from the
was
kid. We found the village.
So,
Do we
God,
chase after the kid? No, we don't have to. We got what we need.
but we need. Karu just looks at Ophelia and glares at her.
No, I said, I didn't say we got what we need.
I think
Plus,
you guys just
if
pulled
we
the
were holding
encounter.
her- I say, if we were holding her hostage, you'd think we'd actually be holding her, right? She just took us to your village because she knows that I don't know why I'm holding my hands up in real life, but I am.
Well, I mean,
Get into
there's
character. That's what it's called. It's called getting into character.
there's been times where I will literally be like,
Definitely mimicked what I was doing in character
Yeah.
on my computer. Like, let's just be real.
agreed.
She's scared because a harpy was hurt by another group behind us. We took her back to her village. We appeared on the beach. We were sent by a dragon to investigate the
Oh my god.
disappearances in the area.
Tell them everything.
You're not there. Shut up.
It's not secret.
Listen,
It's way too outlandish the story. People aren't going to believe it.
Exactly.
Karu just
Whatever, I'm a
look.
weird adventurer person.
You are.
Okay, Karu's gonna
Ophelia definitely is.
Time for Karu's diplomacy skills to come into play. Hope he stands. Look, I am a paladin of Heronia. We mean you all no harm. And these diplomacy check don't fail me now.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Take your penalty, by the way.
They're going to listen to you for a minute or so while you filibuster a diplomacy?
Maybe, considering nobody's making moves and it's just talking, they'll give him a chance to talk. However, he is taking a penalty because they're obviously not entirely friendly at this point.
I should just stop
Oh.
talking.
So they're unfriendly, so maybe you'll get them to neutral. That's less arrows in the face.
I say,
Thanks.
plus taking me out of context.
Let the paladin talk. You need the paladin to do your diplomacy checks.
Let the paladin talk. No, that
No,
totally
you
doesn't
need
start
the
fights at
elves
all.
to do the diplomacy checks.
You let the bard do the diplomacy check.
Listen, we mean you no harm. We're trying to return a child to you.
She knows how to get home on her own.
That's why I didn't say that to them. Out of character.
She said that at the beach.
Listen. Again, we're just here to help you. We bring you no harm.
Say that you have a couple of
Sure.
elves with you.
We do have elves with us.
Oh god, now you're putting us with the... I say under my breath, don't lump us with them.
Sure, you
I
say you're
have
with
to-
elves. There are no elves here.
They will
You say you're
arrive
sent
in a
by
few.
a dragon.
They will
yet
arrive
have
in a.
no proof.
The elves will be here in a moment's notice. One of them isn't exactly in elven form, so you must forgive her for if she frightens anyone, but she means you no harm.
Wow,
The elves look don't look like they're taking you serious.
Oh my god.
Just, honey.
Look,
I just take off my sword and I put it on the ground.
Look, I am a paladin. You know, if I lie, it will be a blow to my honor.
That's assuming you're actually a paladin.
I am a paladin.
Do lay on hands, baby.
Your holy relic or whatever. Stupid paladins have a holy relic.
Yeah, it's in their pants.
Look, okay, he unsheathes his sword, but rather than using it in combat, he presents to them the falchion, and on it has the emblem of Heronius on it.
Congratulations, you killed a Heronius guy and took him.
They're still not believing you. One, your check was not high enough to get them from unfriendly to indifferent.
Okay.
Two,
what do you want us to do?
Because of their current situations, they're not trusting humans.
I understand you're skeptical. What would you like us to do?
Leave your weapons. All of them. Then come forward, then we'll talk. And we'll find out the truth.
So. Oh, sorry, I meant both swords. I forgot that I have 2 swords. So I just walk towards them.
Jay's got this look of like, do I have to?
Oh, Jay's still here?
Yeah. Since the player will be showing up later, I'm NPCing the character as just like, do I have to?
Okay.
And she looks at Ophelia.
Oh my gosh.
Carl looks at them, looks at the sword, and he just says, I will return. And he throws the sword into the ground and just raises his hand up carefully and just walks closer, or walks and still stands next to Ophelia and Jay.
You're sitting on Maximus, dude.
In the distance, there is a earth elemental going, ouch!
Hops off of Maximus and throws his sword in the ground.
It's like, if you accidentally hit Gopher, he's gonna be pissed at you.
That would be hilarious.
Gopher would be with me in the wagon.
Be right back quickly.
Kill Gopher,
every time there's an area of
Karu.
effect spell, I should randomly roll to see if Gopher's anywhere near enough to get fragged by it.
That'd be horrible.
Do it.
It would be, but it also might make you mad enough to come up behind somebody and punch him in the face.
Do it.
I almost lost my pencils. I had a lot of them.
Colloquialism for losing your cookies?
Look, I already had a cookie thrown at me. I don't want to lose any more cookies that are tossed in my general directions.
Nobody's throwing cookies at me.
Somebody tossed cookies at you?
Wow.
You did?
That's...
You know what that means, right?
Somebody lost their cookies, huh? Oof.
No, I don't know what that means.
Tossing your cookies means throw up.
Oh, no, not... Okay, when I was younger, somebody did throw up on me, but I'm talking about my hot chocolate incident with my laptop.
Oh, yeah. So they've literally tossed their cookies at you in more than one way.
Yes.
Buddy.
Okay, so the elves.
Shenanigans is derailed, and will probably continue to be derailed, but we'll postpone the derailment for a while. Maybe.
I need to distract myself, that way so it doesn't happen. Sorry.
The elves will escort you into the village. Sorry, I'm having trouble with words at the moment.
Wait, what do they do with their swords? They're just gonna leave them on the dirt?
Somebody will collect them afterwards, you're guessing, but they're just leaving them right there for the moment.
I would not leave. I'd be like, can you please take my swords? I don't want to lose them.
Someone will collect them, but they will not be near you, nor will we tell you where they're going to be.
Look, if you just don't want us here, then that's fine. I'll take my swords and leave, but I paid a pretty penny for those.
Just a single pretty penny?
That may be, but we're trying to find out if you are the threat that has been stalking this place and these lands. If you are not, then your weapons will be returned to you. If you
And how
are,
can I trust you?
Dude.
this is our village. You came to us. Following
Yes, I
one
came
of
to you
ours.
to help, but now you're taking my swords and making deals with evil
I'm back.
creatures?
What evil creatures are we making deals with?
Harpies.
Yes.
Oh,
Why we work with harpies?
a
Of all,
treaty, you mean?
Karu, shut up.
We don't fight them, they don't fight us. They don't steal
Yeah, and
from
I
us,
don't have
we
any
don't kill
interest
them
in
on
fighting
sight.
either.
A trade, a truce as it is, and a trade of fish for fruit.
That's actually a fair trade.
Yep.
Yes, and that is
This is
fair,
the
but
king
what
of
you're
Mars.
doing is not fair. I didn't show any aggression. I immediately put down my sword,
Correct.
and I've
Really
been
not-
nothing but truthful with you.
Who said anything about fair? They're elves.
Perhaps, but my ability to tell truth from lie with humans is not as well. I do not have as much interaction with humans, so we'll take you to someone who does interact with humans more.
Oh, our servant.
Someone who understands your people a little bit better than me. So, that is why we're escorting you to another place. Unless you wish to just simply sit under the orchards and not sit in a house.
I don't really care where I sit as long as I know where my swords are.
They'll be in the village.
That's fine then.
This is fine. Everything's fine. Ophelia's becoming a lily!
No.
Shut up, they'll take your instruments and your weapons
She's
as
not.
well.
No!
It's alright, Vesuvius is gonna walk in and go, alright, let's deal with these humans in whatever way we need to.
Vesuvius,
she
what are you
would-
doing?
She would probably punch him.
Give
Quiet,
slap.
servant boy.
Listen,
Is it bad enough that you impregnated my wife and now you...
Vesuvius!
Would you children shut up?
No. Which is
Mute them!
okay.
Don't tempt me.
I'm not.
So,
Great.
the human group will then be escorted to another... I might as well move Laura to the side. Will be escorted to a separate building, and Maximus will be left outside the building.
Nay.
Him, they'll treat nicely and give grass and feed, because it's not the animal's fault if the human is an asshole.
come
Yeah.
on.
If
That's
the human is an asshole, it is not the animal's fault.
You mean that the human is an asshole?
Well, they don't know if he's an asshole yet, or if he's just some really weirdo. If he's truly a paladin, then he keeps strange company and shows up at really strange and suspicious times. Bad luck, maybe. If he's not a paladin, then he's a liar and possibly a thief, and that's not the horse's fault. So either way, they're not blaming the horse. Just the human. Possibly.
Yeah, just the human.
Well, they haven't met the elf group yet, so... But since you
that
did
group-
say that
I
there
can't
were
let me-
other elves coming, they will ask you to please wait until the others arrive, because you say there are other elves following you.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're assholes. I don't want anything to do with them.
Okay, two of them are elves, but one of them is not. Doesn't take an elven form. She's a
Doesn't take an
druid. She
elf
can take.
form, then what is it?
It's a druid. She's a druid, but she likes to take other forms for whatever reason.
Yes, druids take the forms of animals. Some of them prefer that over humans. if
Last
might
I
say.
checked, she was a giant crab.
Like I said, druids take the form of animals.
Sorry, give
So your statement is unsurprising.
At least they, I don't care. At least they believe that part.
A crab is a normal animal.
Technically crab or vermin, but yeah.
And there are druids that can take vermin form.
Oh yeah. Feats and prestige classes.
Yeah, it's not unusual for a druid to be able to do something like that. Druid that turns into some of Naya's other stuff, yeah, that's unusual.
That'll get me shot on sight.
Which is also why Naya's not doing those forms right now.
Burn the witch.
They really don't fit in the wagon too.
That's true. It does not fit in the wagon.
Do you mind if I ask you some questions about the disappearances while we wait for them?
You may,
I don't think they're gonna
but I believe it would be more prudent to answer all the questions at once instead of having to repeat them.
Yeah.
Unless they are a completely separate group and are chasing you with some ill intent. If so, then they will be separated. And
Well, like I said, they have decided to take it upon themselves to attack a harpy, who I understand you have a pact with.
a treaty, yes.
I'm not even sure that they're coming here.
Well, if they are and they have violated the treaty, then that is upon their heads. Especially if they are
Which is
elves from a
exactly
different
why I
place,
have
the
no
harpies
interest-
will know it.
Which is exactly why I have no interest in associating with them, or being treated as a singular group with them.
Well, that is something to take up with the harpies and with them. Depending on what you do, the harpies may not care. Or they might. Depends on what you did.
Yeah.
I did nothing.
I did nothing either.
Then what do you have to worry?
Guilt by association?
Perhaps. We'll see. That's
I
up
mean,
to
you're
us.
already suspicious of me just for showing up and saying I want to help with something.
Your timing is rather bad.
How is that?
Well, let's just say we've been having problems with humans in the area, attempting to kidnap, steal, rob, murder.
And they always come to the front gate
Actually, some have, yes.
with their swords sheathed.
I never said they were smart humans. But they are dead. Some simply tried to steal. Some tried to burn the orchards.
Well,
Why would they want to burn the orchard?
I do not know. They are humans.
all I'm concerned about are the quote-unquote black things that Laura there was discussing with us on the way here.
The creatures of darkness, or shadow, or whatever the hells they are.
Yeah, she said that a few people disappeared and there were weird dark things to the south.
Yes. But let us cover the details shortly. Because if the group you're with is also after such dark things, then all the better to work together. Besides, it would take you away from where the harpies are, which would not hurt either.
And what if they never show up? Like I said, we don't know what they were doing. We just left.
Then all I will say is be patient for now. If within the day they are not here, then we will resume and the conversations will continue. For now, please rest and be patient. He gets up and exits the house.
I say to Karu, I don't think he understands that we don't have hundreds of years to live.
They don't. He doesn't. Elves do elves things. Humans do human things.
Humans do elf things? Interesting
I said
concept.
elves do elves things. Humans do human things.
And humans do elves and elves do humans. Yes, we know this.
See,
Switching
this
over
is
to
what...
the elf group. I've been noticing some people have been posting in Roll20 chat, so let's cover that first.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there is, but some of it is pretty quick and simple to cover, simply because, well, mainly it's Naya trying to talk to the wingless harpy, and the wingless harpy does not like Naya, so
Vesuvius kind of scoots to the back, hands the reins over to Liz.
Yeah, okay.
Drive.
Fine.
Where's it going?
So let's see. Naya's talking to the harpy about the town, the people, the harpies.
Mr. Tab. Man,
And she's like, well, tell me about the harpies. They're my sisters. Okay, tell me about the town, full of elves. What about the people in the town? They're elves.
Elves like me, lass.
No. What kind of elf are you?
Elf.
One that knows there's way around a blade. Or two.
So you're incompetent with a bow?
Oh.
Oh, Lily.
Only elves I know are elves that know bows.
Gonna
Any
need
others
some
are not
salve.
elves. They're wannabe elves. Or cast off elves? I don't know. It's weird. They're not considered as elfy as elves.
Interesting.
Who burped?
That's our view. Elves are good with bows. If you're not good with a bow, you're not like elves. You look like elves, but you're not elves, so...
Very narrow-minded view. With a dagger, you can get much more damage done.
But with a dagger, you can't reach a flying harpy, so... Sucks for you.
They can't throw my dagger?
Oh, you think a harpy's gonna fly close enough for you to do that?
The real question is, why would I attack you?
Isn't that what you weird people do?
No.
Oh.
You meet things you don't know. You try to kill them.
That's just Naya. She doesn't understand.
I don't understand this human either. Or whatever this thing is. She looks at Naya again.
Shapeshifter. Let's leave it at that. She's
weird thing.
Socially inept, sweetie.
And you're weird
She
for an
does.
elf. Are you sure you're an
She's
elf?
what she is. I am, yes.
Weird. As for your question, oh weird thing, and she looks at Naya, still not sure what to refer to you as. I don't know. I don't remember how long we've worked with the elves. They don't kill us. We don't kill them. Fish for fruit. Works well.
Seems like a good idea.
Yes, fish are easy to get, especially when you fish with goblins.
When the diplomacy person is stuck pulling the carriage.
Fruit requires tending trees, which is not what we do. We sleep in trees or other places, but So elves tend trees. We do not. We fish. Elves do not. We take fruit. Elves don't like, so we trade for fruit, and elves don't shoot us.
Well, regardless, I'd rather not have to worry about you attacking us. You have no qualm with me.
She looks at you, looks around the wagon at the rest of the people in the wagon.
I'm not in the
looks
wagon.
at her bloody limbs, of the fact she is covered in blood
Naya?
and is missing her wings, which
Naya?
Naya ripped off. And then looks back at you and says, "Why should I like you?"
Naya, do me a favor, sweetie.
I mean, I'm working with you because it keeps me alive.
Naya?
And there's a chance of getting my wings back.
Michael's still offline, probably.
No, he's been here.
Okay, Gopher, pop up and... Yeah. Which point I have Gopher pop up and tap the harpy on the arm from outside. And heal it for 2d8.
I was going to say, she looks at the rock thing and is just like, what do you want, rock thing? Wait, why is the rock moving? What weirdness is this?
And again. Okay, thank you, Gopher.
She's totally creeped out by the weird rock thing and just kind of scuttles further into the wagon.
There you go. All healed up. Things are better.
You should find your wounds healing.
What was the rock thing? Why was the rock moving? What
It's
weird thing
just
is? What
an
is the rock thing?
elemental. It's her familiar. Don't worry about it.
My friend.
It's an earth elemental.
You have a formless thing, and you have a rock thing that travels with you.
Naya
Not quite
is an
elf, as she points at Vesuvius. Points over at Liz.
I'm not in the
Singing
cart!
elf.
Yes, you are.
You're driving.
You're driving the cart.
Oh, right. But I'm not in it.
Yeah.
The door's open because I just crawled through it.
Oh,
She
I
points
guess.
over at
Counts.
Liz and says, "Singing elf."
You're just
Naya
jealous 'cause
is
she's
an
better
elf.
at it than you.
Her songs are good. I do not complain about that.
Now, you say you work with elves to get fruit.
Trade, yes.
Okay. I have no desire for conflict in this area.
She
Where is
gives you
their
this
village?
look of you're full of shit.
Dude, I rolled a 32.
Your party also ripped her limbs off.
Not Vesuvius.
Think she
I didn't
trusts
say
the group as a
they.
whole? She watched
I
the
said
party
I.
pop out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I said I.
Yeah, well, she still thought I was negative to her, even though I didn't do anything either, so.
Unfortunately, it's guilty by association.
Yeah.
That's true.
One, you have a harpy with a low intelligence, so she's like, you popped up together, you were
Bird
with
brain.
each other, you're working together. She witnessed the party mess with the kid. You don't mess with kids. Then
We're dealing
the
with the
party's
village,
pet, as what she thought Naya's was, ripped her limbs off.
Hey, she charmed our party members.
You were taking the kid. In her mind, she was justified.
Yeah, and in actuality, the kid was taking Naya, so
Well,
It's an
that's
idiot
where the
bird.
low intelligence and not the highest wisdom comes into play.
I know we picked on the village idiot.
It's a harpy, it's a bird brain.
Yeah,
Hey.
True story. If you look them up in Monster Manual, you will see what I mean. Their mental stats are not that high. The highest, I think, is a 12.
That's still above average intelligence.
No, their intelligence is a 7.
It's not that subpar.
8
Base
is
human is 10.
Average human is a 10. Her intelligence is a 7.
Let's see, what does a
Wait,
10
that's-
rank as? Let's see, one moment. Strength, Dex, Constitution, Intelligence. 6 to 7 is a troll, hellhound, or ogre. An 8 to 9 is like a centaur, gnoll, or troglodyte.
Sorry.
A human, hag, and bugbear are 10s. So yeah, you're right there with the intelligence of a troll and an ogre. So me smash, me take food. Yeah, we're dealing with the village idiot.
Yeah, I was going to say, 7 is pretty dumb.
Oh man, I chose the wrong creature to pick on.
The only benefit is she has like a 12 wisdom, I think, which helps her be able to converse.
God, something.
But it does not really counter the fact that she is dumb.
I think we'll get more information once we get to town. I tell Vesuvius that and Sylvan.
Don't let her leave. Don't hurt her. I'll get us where we're going quickly. He scoots up, takes the reins, and snaps.
I'm assuming Liz was driving all through the forest the whole time.
She
Yeah.
was.
Yes, but he scoots back up and takes back over his cart.
Singy elf. No good songs?
Which one do you want to hear, dearie?
She stops for a moment, tries to think. Good song?
Well, there's one called Step It Up Mary. Kind of sad. High paced, though. Decent.
No, good song, not sad song.
Sing Scotland Depraved.
Bullshit. I didn't do anything to the harpy, and I'm over here being treated like an asshole.
Sorry,
the
I got.
harpy warms up immediately to them.
Sorry, I have a something in my mouth.
Bring
Fuzzies.
me before I am lonely
Yeah.
tonight.
Well, I'm not asking you to actually sing at the moment, though.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just in character, I'm assuming.
Simple sailor tunes. Was married to one for a while.
I'm sending you a link, Liz. The song that I think you play.
We're all gonna
Okay.
wind up in jail when we get to Elftown.
After a little bit of navigating through the forest and in the direction you pretty sure is the Elven village, you manage to spot some orchards up ahead. At least you think it's orchards, based on the fact that it looks like a bunch of apple trees lined up neatly.
Ooh, nice. Jump out of the wagon.
Naya?
Over to one of the trees.
Naya?
Raya.
Roll me spot. All of you.
God damn it, Naya.
Come on, baby. Let's see what happens.
Give Daddy a good spot check.
Hey.
And this would probably be the one time Michael bombs the spot check. Nope.
Nope.
Didn't bomb it.
Even without a bonus from creature form.
So you're like, ooh, apples, apple trees, yay! As you go to rush over to them, you stop and you realize, oh shit, they're full of elves. Oh, that's a lot of bows and arrows.
I just look up, wave, and I keep walking toward the tree, and I start hugging the tree.
Oh, God, Naya.
Lily will put her bow in the back.
Lily, don't get off the cart. Just wait.
We come in peace. We don't mean any harm, and we're here for investigating. From my understanding, that there have been disappearances.
Let them come to us. It's bad enough, Naya. Just trespass on the...
Yes, and sitting like a duck is a perfectly reasonable thing.
If we look stupid and eager, they may think us fools. I'm a tactician. Trust me on this.
The forest, the condition of the trees, Adam.
Well cared for, well taken care of. Definitely an elven orchard.
I will stop hugging the tree, just sort of pat and look up at them and respond Elven. They have taken beautiful care of these old trees, and that their forest is quite lush and beautiful.
Naya, back in the cart.
They're not gonna care about y'all because y'all are elves and they're racist.
They are racist.
Naya looks like a human right now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Naya?
Hey, just look at the Naya. The one that's in the tree with you, the tree that you just hugged, looks at you and asks in Elven, what are you?
Currently or actually?
What are these?
That's an even more suspicious answer. It responds.
Naya, cart.
I'll just get to the back wagon, look up at him, and just respond, Elf, and hop in the cart. Close the door.
You will forgive my friend, Patriot. She is
the answer I was seeking, but interesting.
She is much happier in the forest than in society.
That can be said for a great many people. So
Yeah,
why are you here? And what brought you here?
Well, we were investigating some disappearance. As far as I got before shit hit the fan.
And what shit hit the fan?
Well, human girl, harpies, half of my party being stupid.
I don't care if it was an elf girl.
Y'all said human earlier.
No.
Is the girl human or elf?
Elf.
Elven.
Okay, I heard y'all say human earlier, so that's why.
Well, it's because all the humans went as one group. That's why I was referring to humans.
Regardless, half of my team, if you want to call them that, decided to be morons and chasing after some girl who said she knew her way home. God bless if I know why they followed her. They don't know anything about this area. As for us, there's an injured harpy in the back of that needs attention. We've done what we can. There were some misunderstandings and my state.
I see. And just where did you come from?
Originally,
To the west lies the sea, and you did not bring the wagon from there.
no, we were teleported here across the sea.
I see. And from where do you hail? Because
Originally, I am from.
This is some
He rattles
bullshit.
off where he's from and gives the story on James. Their so far long quest.
Lily kind of just goes like, from the south, traveling bod. If Evergreen rings any bells.
I
Meh.
doubt it, darling.
What
Hey,
one
Theo.
shot?
These people will not know our family.
Oh,
Evergreen is a type of tree, my dear.
it's also my family's name.
Interesting. Appropriate name for an elf.
Thank you.
Reacting a lot less aggressively.
I never said the elves put down their bows, by the way.
Still,
With their conversation, there's a way to talk aggressively or not aggressively.
Well, also the party hasn't shut up yet, either.
Naya?
So,
Yes.
you come
Heart.
here to investigate. You say you were teleported across the sea, and yet the lands you state are to the east. So your statement is incorrect.
We didn't say... Vesuvius.
So why
Darling.
are you here?
Am I supposed to shut up? Am I needed to be quiet? We all know that's not going to work.
Weave your words, darling.
Fine. I'm just going to keep the I told you so to myself then.
No, he told you to talk. Weave your words.
We
Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who's ready for a tale? We have been tasked with the investigation of the disappearance of the children of the village, if I remember correctly. And yes, these lands are from the east, and we originated from, the way we were teleported was X mountain town here, because I didn't get its fucking name.
Rockport, something like that.
That is where we originated from, and that city was currently under siege. Well, to say the least, there's a war starting. And we are pretty sure that this war is a magical one, and the disappearances have some sort of association.
wars of dwarves are no matter of ours.
Not a war of dwarves, a war of demons like the old tales.
Yes, tales they are. But
Words
what
hold
does that matter
powers.
for a dwarven city or dwarven town?
The Wehrmacht seeks to end that war. All lives matter.
That is your job then.
And yes, and we're here to figure out if there's an association with the disappearances.
And who sent you?
James.
A human?
No,
What would a human care?
Dragon.
dragon.
Oh, a dragon.
If you
Dragon
wish to,
who uses a human name. What would he care of us? Why would he care of us?
well, for starters, there's
Since
been...
dragons care for naught but their own.
Well, from my understanding, is the last time the demon war happened, all of magic went away, and from my association, that dragons are magical beings, and so are many others, because druids have to use the nature for their magics, I have to use magic for my words. Vesuvius is a different case. Wizards have to use magic for their spells, and so do sorcerers. Now, imagine what would happen if none of us really had magic. Some plants won't be able to produce as well. No, or let's see. Illusions might not.
Correct, child. The war did not cause magic to disappear. It was to prevent a war from happening again using the same means. So much magic was sealed and closed.
It didn't work.
Because it was mages that started the war. And their greed.
Never
Well-
mind. Nincompoop.
Vesuvius theory.
What a mouthy
enough.
individual you are.
Yeah, I have that problem when people don't understand simple truth.
You say
Look.
it's simple truth, but what reason do we have to believe you?
If you
What proof
wish,
do you bear of your words?
she literally, hands them a paper. Hands them the paper.
You just hold up the little paper?
Yeah.
You have a paper with some simple writing on it.
Yes, and this came with us, and it was sent by James, who is the one in charge of this investigation. If you wish to question us more, why not we do it in a more suitable setting instead of arrowheads pointed at us?
Very well. Then leave your weapons here and proceed on foot.
Alright. Am I supposed to cut out my vocal cords?
Do not worry, my dear. If you start something, casting spells, there will be somebody who will respond appropriately if you have hostile intent.
Oh, never hostile. Never would be.
Sure.
Ouch!
Do you think we'd come bringing someone to be healed?
You say you bring a harpy here that is injured, and yet stories we've heard say you are the ones that injured the harpy.
I did.
Mostly due to it
Like I said, my friend's incompetent. Sorry.
Ouch.
Sorry, Naya. You ripped her wings off.
She...
Plus, thrown.
So then, if you start a problem with harpies, why do you bring it here? Why not take it to the harpies for them to deal
Because she said she has a pact with you. You are close. We also are here for our reason.
The
I
harpies will
assume-
kill it.
That too.
Then leave your weapons here. Let us gather those who can make decisions and discuss this in a, as you say, civilized manner. No weapons.
She doesn't have a problem with that. She just takes off her weapons.
Question: did some people come before us?
Perhaps. Why do you
Must be
care?
our servant crew.
Well,
We know if it was two human females and a male claiming to be a paladin. We know them. They're
he's
part of our
not
group.
claiming, he is.
Oh, the little servant boy doesn't know anything.
Vesuvius!
It's
We've
bad enough that he got you pregnant.
Vesuvius!
Technically, in character, you don't know that.
Yes.
Yet.
Fourth week comes around. Fuck.
Yeah, out of character causes nobody knows Lydia.
Are
Lydia's
they
girlfriend.
okay?
Vesuvius has been claiming it for weeks now. he finds it hilarious.
Why
He
would
doesn't know
claim
this
it
is
when he
pregnant.
has
He's
no
just using it as a
knowledge of
joke.
such a thing?
Yeah,
No,
he's
but
mostly
it's been a running
joking.
joke for him for weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Vesuvius has been making a joke about her being pregnant for like 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take it they're okay if they came this way?
Leave your
Maybe
weapons here.
maybe
if
they'll
you
get
will
lucky and
stop
they'll
with
lock
your-
Ophelia.
If you insist on ignoring us here, we can simply just leave you here and tell you to go away.
She can please take care of the animals and the harpy, and would drop her bow and sword on the side and walk forth.
Proceed forward. No weapons.
Again, the only other one I tend to carry is my words, and I do not wish to ever having to use them when it's not needed. Wait, hold on. Fuck,
Words
I
can be
remembered.
a sword and shield, but there can what make things peaceful too.
Oh yeah, I had a single dagger.
What the hell happened?
So, if you leave your weapons, proceed forward.
There we go.
If you do not leave them, then you can stay.
That's what she does. She's.
I mean, he's just waiting for y'all to move so we can move.
Did you leave your weapons?
Oh, they said proceed on foot.
And the harpy in the back.
Sounds like they don't care.
I was
I
going
can
to say,
stay
the
with the
Harpy's been
harpy
watching
and the
Naya
horse.
right now.
Naya's fine with staying in the forest. She offered to stay with the horse, the wagon, and Tabby.
Tab doesn't trust Naya, so she's like keeping a careful eye on that one.
Naya, will you bring our friend out as proof, please?
Not gonna bring her out dragging, kicking, and screaming. That'd look bad.
You will not touch me. Weird thing.
Well, then can you walk out? Because apparently they're not going to let me drive you into town.
Well, no, they protect Orchard. This wooden thing in Orchard would not do well.
I
Might hurt
bless
trees.
their lands. Tab, if you'd come out so they can see ya.
Now that you've moved away.
I can't drive you into town. Either you need to get out or I can't.
She does get out, but it was like Naya's at one end. Doesn't know you to trust you.
Look at Lily being the trustworthy one.
I rolled a 36. How the hell much more trusting can I get?
Hi.
With the penalty that was downgraded to a 21.
Holy shit.
Wait.
How the hell do I have a negative 15 to my roll?
The only reason you don't have the negative 20 is you were not that. You were technically not there when ripped wings off, but you are part of the same group. She actively does not trust any of y'all.
Aw.
And does not believe shit you say for the most part.
Aw. Wait. Question?
It's a
So-
harpy.
She went from unfriendly, borderline hostile to unfriendly, borderline neutral with you, but you're also a really weird elf.
Because I don't carry a bow.
And you're
You
dressed in
also
black.
Don't act like a normal elf that she knows, so you're weird.
And you wear a mask.
I'm not wearing a mask.
And then there's Singy Elf, which is normal for elf. So
He doesn't currently have his mask of lies.
Okay.
Singy Elf also carries bow, so this is normal for elf. Although dress is weird, so don't know about that.
Hey!
Vesuvius hops off the cart, pets the horses, pickets quick.
Tab walks over to one of the trees and looks at one of the fruits, and it's just like, I want but cannot get, because it's at a point where she cannot reach it.
Are there any, like, on the ground or something?
Oh no, the elf in the tree plucks one and tosses it to her.
Vesuvius kind of leans over to Naya and with elf form.
Naya will just reach down into the ground as her hand just glides right through it. Take from Gopher his little wooden necklace, takes hers off for a moment, puts it on, uses it to cast magic spell, and touches the tree.
What?
Yep.
Wow, what is with these shit rolls? Okay. What spell is it?
Speak with plant. I'm going to have a conversation with the tree and ask it what's going on.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Hi, how are you doing? My name's Naya. What's your name, tree?
I am Tree.
Apple tree, what are you?
I'm a druid. I just blessed you to help you be more prosperous next year.
That explains why I felt different. Thank you.
You are
Why are
welcome.
you speaking to me?
Magic.
That's the how, not the why.
Druid. Oh, right. About the whole questions. Right. Getting to the point. Yes. You have a lovely forest, and your caretakers take good care of you, and you provide much for them. I was wondering in regards to the bad people which take from the elves.
They tried to burn us, steal from us, dark things that reside from underneath, that walk the surface,
Underneath from where?
beneath the roots. They walk
Ah.
above the roots now, to take from what is above. Why, I know not.
Is the ground hollow? Is there caves beneath you? Can you reach
Not
down to
beneath
them?
me, but they come from beneath.
The Underdark.
Something strange commands.
One moment. Okay, thank you. Walk over to one of their trees, ask it a little bit about the same thing.
Very
I can get
similar
some
answers. The trees don't know what the things are, but they are things that come from beneath.
I just respond in Elven aloud. Based upon your forest, which is very happy and beautiful and grateful for what I did for it, apparently dark things come from underneath the ground, tried to burn and hurt them. And these bad things usually dwell underground, but now walk the surface. Are these the things that have been snatching from you?
It's possible. They are not drow. Drow would not be so reckless and obvious. Or stupid.
No. Or forest?
Not creatures we have seen or heard of before. They look much like humans, and at first we thought they were a strange human.
Great.
But what they are is not from here.
We speak of a tunnel system. Is there tunnels under here somewhere? Is there a cave nearby?
No, there are no entrances near here, nor are there any cave systems that we are aware of. The marshlands might have something, but that is to the south.
Looks like that's where we need to start then, Naya.
Well,
Perhaps. But before
Again-
we let you just wander our lands as you so please,
No. I just
We
wanted
need to know-
information.
who and what you are. So follow. As
I'm
one
Naya.
hops down from a tree, and let us speak.
I hand the necklace back to Gopher, who puts it back on as I stick my hand through the ground, and I put my choker back on.
Naya, elf form.
I just drop the illusion. And I look like a fae. Huh.
Let me
Look
see
like
if
a
they
rocky
recognize this
hero
type of
fae.
fae. Because you
Mountain-
deliberately picked a fae that's not from this area. Good
Mountain
job.
fae.
Facepalm.
God damn it, Naya.
Well,
Better?
it's a form none of the rest of you, I think, have seen before either.
Could you just go normal elf for once, Naya?
Well, she has. Not recently.
You couldn't just, make things simple for us?
I think one of them might have figured it out.
Naya, sweetheart, really?
You like fae?
I love Fae
Yeah,
Terry,
for
but
right now, an
no.
elf form would be preferable.
yes,
Maybe your more normal form, sweetie.
I
You
mean-
already don't trust us.
yeah.
Hiding your true form isn't going to help our case.
Fine. switch over to long, red-headed, curly hair, elf form, where the hair basically comes down to the back of my ankles, and transform my traveler's outfit to be a fine green cloth common to elven forest dwellers. And done.
More like your profile picture?
Not quite. But yeah.
More
Close,
like.
I guess.
Because it's not accurate either.
That's pretty close to Naya.
It's at least Elven.
Holy shit.
Really what Vesuvius was wanting.
Got
They
stuck.
lead you
Political
into
debate.
the village. Interestingly enough, they lead Tab off into a different place.
She gonna be okay?
I'm sure she'll be fine, sweetie.
What is happening? Are we still on the elves? Are they taking up the whole...
Hey!
Have they taken out the whole group? No.
We've been marched to town.
They
I'm
take
prancing
you to a
and skipping
house
along.
where you see a familiar horse
Oh,
eating
good.
happily.
We did bring the servants here.
Max! Run over and hug him.
He looks at you, neighs at you, and then goes back to eating happily.
Oh, you're a good horse, Maximus. Yes, you are.
He's like, yeah.
He's-
You don't have to worry about Zell or Keegan anymore pack muling you. You just have to deal with Kaharu occasionally.
So they just get to roam around the city free?
Nope.
We're stuck.
They're literally taking the same house you are.
Okay.
Naya's just acting like a child. Maybe a
AKA
druid, don't know.
Druid.
It's like, or maybe a druid, don't know.
After big nothingness in cities, I am delighted to be in a freaking forest.
Fair.
No. That will not be placed.
Naya, once I enter the city, okay, we're in the city. Can we go back to the forest now?
Wasteland, city, forest, yay!
Ah,
And
good.
an elven forest.
So
The
then
ocean!
they open the door and gesture for the three of you in.
Ah, good.
And one
Karu,
of the
put this
elves
drink.
says to Naya, Druid, go inside. Discussion is to be had.
Okay.
This one will be fine.
Are you?
I follow.
Yes, lady.
Are you okay?
Yes, for the most part, we fought.
Good.
Your little pally friend is fine. We love he's fine.
Do you have to leave all your stuff behind also?
Yes. Unfortunately, I will go back for my sword, or I hope they.
Are we
took
all
it with
alone
them.
in the room, Michael?
Nope.
Or Adam?
Nope.
Okay, good. He's not going to show that he did leave his daggers on the... He left them under his cloak.
Plus, you can create your own daggers. It's not like they're gonna
Yeah, but he
confiscate.
also didn't take off his meteoric knives, is what I'm saying.
I know that's what
I
I
have
was.
my gauntlet blades and my meteoric knives. I didn't take them off. They're hidden under my cloak.
So,
Now, if
a
they
few of
pat
the
me
elves
down,
that
they'll
led
find
you
you
here
down.
are still there with you. In addition, mere moments after y'all enter and have started conversing, two other elves enter, ones you have not seen before.
Vesuvius plops down unceremoniously at the feet up on
Look.
the table and leans back.
Oh, there is no table.
Oh.
There are
Lily-
stools arrayed around the room, enough for everybody, and as well as carpets and such.
Lily
Okay.
gives a ceremonial bow and then takes a seat in one of the stools.
Proper elven greeting and takes a seat while humming.
Haru bows down politely and then sits down on a stool.
While strange people you are, some of you seem to have manners. So, I've heard interesting stories from both groups of you. You arrived separately, but were sent here to investigate, or perhaps you arrived together and were separated. Not sure yet. You were sent here to investigate by a dragon named James. Aside from the exact details of this investigation, which seems to simply be investigate the disappearances. You come from a city that sounds like a dwarven city, Although I know of no such dwarven city that is run by a dragon, or has one within it. That is dwarven matters and not mine. So then, individuals sent by a dragon to investigate disappearances that have only been happening for a week. Why are you here? And if so, it is in fact what you stated, how did you get here? And why
Alright,
does a
let's tell the
dragon
story all
care?
over.
Magic.
I mean, she's technically not wrong.
That's honestly the simplest answer, the one I believe the most.
Yeah, we were teleported from Rockport.
Rockholm.
Rockhome. Well, it looks like a port. Meh.
I have so many questions for your
There was
people,
no water.
your customs.
So, who was it that ripped the wings off the harpy? And
Me.
why?
That would be Naya.
Misunderstanding. I plan on paying for that later. Oh,
The-
and having her wings fixed if that's possible.
Oh yeah, do you guys have a wing store?
It's not a store, it's a magic item.
Wait.
It may or may not exist.
Hold on. I need to see if like the wing place is actually opened in my neighborhood. Give me a moment. I'm sorry. I got a craving.
Oh, that's just bad.
Wings sound really good right now.
So, fixing wings. If you can, the harpies would probably be happier. Because it means you'd fixed what you had resolved or fixed what you caused.
Yeah, and then I'll have Karu cut off my wings.
What?
You don't have wings.
Not yet, but when I grow them, then he can cut them off to make things better.
Why would I do that?
Fine, then let Lily ball your sword and she can cut them off. I'm not gonna be able to tear out my own wings.
I can cut him off, dearie.
Oh, thank you. At least someone's cooperative.
I bet
Oh, let
if
Jake
you're
do it. She got those really
eager to
big
volunteer,
swords.
the harpies would rip your wings off for you.
That's a good idea. Probably be fair, too.
Yeah, true.
Your willingness to right what you have wronged is a good thing.
Eye for an eye, right?
So some would desire, yes.
It was a mistake. I didn't understand the customs, you having the alliance, the fact that it charmed my friends. I acted out to protect them, and then it gave me a wrong response. I threatened it, and then I lashed out and tore its wings off because I didn't like the answer. Very violent, but I was concerned for my own.
And in its own way, understandable. But
Still, what I did was wrong.
a little bit of patience would probably be prudent.
Agreed.
So, a lesson learned, and hopefully one you'll live long enough to appreciate.
So,
Longer than a human.
That's for sure.
So, an interesting mix of humans and elves. Eccentric all. So, what
kind
do
of
you
in my
know of the
qualifications.
disappearances that this dragon has sent you to investigate? And why does a dragon care?
well, Naya, tell what you wish.
Oh, spooky things in the woods, possibly part of the demon cultist or whatever. Post-investigate because the dragon said so. So, and the trees basically agree that there's creepy things that were under the ground that tried to burn them and now walk the surface.
Wait. What tree?
The trees
Just because
outside.
You're in it, Haru.
The
No,
druid said
Naya
it was the
has
trees.
gifts. You're just a wannabe sparkly sword.
And
What are you
look like
talking? What
Melody.
got into you? What crawled up in your sarcastic bug crawled up in your ass and died, Suzuki?
Not
Kario!
me.
Sweetheart.
Alright, when
Children.
You impregnated my wife.
Oh my
He's
god.
not alive.
If you children would please get back on topic.
Thank you!
We're here after the spooky things.
Vesuvius leans over and winks at Karu.
Did you figure out why I wanted to talk to you earlier?
Yes,
No.
I did.
Great.
I would
It's
like to.
interesting. You appear the most mature out of all of them, except maybe the druid. maybe a by part of her nature, but intriguing. So,
Slight.
as the druid has stated, there are dark things that walk, that should reside below, but do not. What they are, we know not. How many, we don't know. And why they do what they do, we still do not know. Those who have been sent out to track them have never returned. Some of them are quite skilled trackers, which means whatever else is out there is something of a powerful nature.
Sounds like fun.
So,
Let's grab the mystery machine.
why does a dragon care, aside from the fact demons may be evolved and dragons don't like demons?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We were offered to take care of random possible demon locations and everything. Might not even be demon related, which won't report back. It's not demon related. But if it is, then we deal with it, and he's happier for it.
I do think that.
I raise my hand and I say, I'm being paid for it. That's why.
I'm just doing it because it's the right thing to do.
I'm mostly here for stories.
Fair marked, fair marked.
Teller of tales, a mouthy soldier. One who seeks to do good. One who is, well, as he looks at Jay, two who are mercenaries. This
I'm not a mercenary. I wouldn't kill for money. I still have to think that what I'm doing is okay.
Of course.
As long as you pay me, I'll do whatever you want for money.
I'm an adventurer.
Ooh.
Mercenaries come in all sorts, shapes, and sizes and colors.
Just
But
like if
each
you
have
happen
their
to
own
have an
way.
issue.
Now I get the fucking notification. I'm sorry. I just.
Just like if you happen to have an issue, if the price is right, I'd be more than willing to help.
As long as we're not killing babies or something.
Well,
As long as
it depends on the background and how much the reward is going.
Demonic babies, not our care. Although I don't know if demons can have babies.
I don't know if I would kill a demon baby.
I don't know if there is such a thing as a demon baby.
Like half an hour ago. Promise you.
Not my concern.
That's why Grandma brought you there.
James probably knows the answer to that.
Because they were on towel in the metal cup.
Dragons know strange things and have strange ways.
So, can I walk around your village, see your shops, talk to your people, investigate your animals, and kill your monsters?
Not yet. You,
Okay.
I have some understanding of, as he points at Naya. You
Druid!
are obviously
Waves
a
hand.
druid. Although you apparently possess some magic item that changes your appearance.
Oh, that's just an illusion. This is all me.
Exactly.
Not
You
real
have an
me,
item
but-
that allows you to change your appearance. I noticed the magic earlier.
I can
You have
change
your
my clothes, too.
Exactly.
Makes it convenient so when I turn into a humanoid form, I don't wind up naked. People take offense to that.
I know.
Are there monsters in the ocean?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Sure
yes.
there is.
In the deeper bottom sections, yes. There are also individuals who reside in the ocean.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Peoples of the water.
Oh, I've got to ask the book about that later.
There are people in the water, you say. That's interesting.
Yes. Some would say elves are people of the woods. These are people of the water. Dwarves are people of the mountain. If you consider them people.
I'm trying my hardest not to sing Under the Sea right now.
So
Humans
don't.
are more people of the plains. If this way of describing things makes sense, then it accurately describes those that reside within water. Although, as there are several peoples who inhabit the woods or the mountains, there are several that inhabit the waters. If you seek them, there are places I can recommend.
Oh
And
no, I was
places
just
I will
curious.
recommend to avoid.
I've never been to a beach. Just curious.
Wait,
Hmm.
I've traveled a long time. I don't go to the beach often, sadly.
Yes.
It's quite beautiful. Yes, Naya, the sand is soft.
Anyway, where do you suggest we start? Wait, you said we can't start?
No.
Why not?
If it is the creatures from beneath that you seek, and what lies beyond it or behind it, whatever the correct term is, then I would say you should go to the south.
Yeah.
This
Where-
takes you away from the harpies, and perhaps away from further troubles.
Begging your pardon, maybe you should start with where you've been having issues?
Here, they come after us.
Maybe we should post
I-
someone into the town.
I meant in, some detail so we know what we're getting into. A little background as the sorts of issues, as the little girl wasn't very helpful.
Yeah, she just said dark things.
She is a child. They look like humans, but cannot see, at least not past a certain distance. They usually come at night, when the darkness aids them. They
And
reside
from where?
the depths below us, but for some reason walk the surface.
So they're
Somebody should roll nature, maybe? Whatever knowledge that is.
yeah. Any knowledge check?
That would be a Naya. That would be a Naya roll.
Any-
I don't
will
think I
double
have
check,
any knowledge.
because off the top of my head, I do not remember.
Religion, arcane.
Might be Underdark or it might be planar.
This would be...
Geography?
No, definitely not geography.
Would need a better description than people.
I
who
would
are
say
blind.
probably dungeoneering.
Most likely.
Yeah.
They're Grimlocks.
Let's see.
Oof, buddy. I don't have that, but I'll fucking roll it.
Yeah, same. Here goes nothing.
Well, none of y'all have really studied the dark places beneath.
Damn it!
Got an okay roll. I don't think it's enough.
I'm just trying to recite any old stories of such incidents.
Oh,
Here's
for...
my roll at 'em. I broke the bank.
So let's see. We've got 2 people who got it. Lydia's just spamming rolls right now.
Yeah, I do have
Really?
dungeon.
Engineering?
I don't know. I wanted to learn how to fix the cart when it got broken.
What
I
car?
was just spamming. Alright,
I'm
for
s-
Lydia, the only thing you can think of is like maybe some drow type shit, except they already said it's not drow.
Mm-hmm.
Karu, you don't have a clue. Jay, not a clue either.
I didn't think so.
However, Ophelia and Naya. Oh, that's because none of the rest of y'all rolled above a 14 and it was a 15 to get it.
Damn it!
Ouch.
Um,
Blew it out of the water.
there are creatures that reside beneath the earth, but sometimes come to the surface to raid for slaves or pillage. These things are known as Grimlocks. They have no eyes but can see without them, and are skilled at smelling down their prey as well. As for Naya, well, you beat the check by a lot, so yeah, it's Grimlock. You know what that means.
Oh my god. Stop.
Sounds like, could it be Grimlocks?
Mm-hmm. Sounds right.
What's a Grimlock?
I don't know much about them.
Care to elaborate? I sadly...
Surprisingly, I've never heard of them.
I've only been associated with drow. That came into mind.
That was what we thought, but
I know they're
They're
taking
not drow.
people for. They must be taking people for slaves.
Muscular humanoids about as tall as Karu. Very thick, grayish skin. Empty eye sockets. They basically prefer fresh humanoid meat, especially humans. Insanely xenophobic, and oh yeah, violent, and somewhat intelligent.
Karu just looks a bit like he just looks. Where's my? We'll
Karu?
take care of
Car-
things for you.
She literally like puts his hand, like her hands on his like shoulders.
Oh, I
Karu,
can see without seeing.
calm yourself.
These
That
things are a
accurately
threat.
describes the things that
They are, but we're dealing with a matter at hand.
Like slaves and pillaging too, of course, which matches up perfectly.
Think before you
explain
charge.
as to why people are disappearing. They're taking them. Perhaps
Yes.
to eat, perhaps as slaves. Either way, we would want them back.
You're
And
very
since a
knowledgeable,
dragon seems
Ophelia.
to want you to be involved in this as well, then perhaps it is best for you to do this.
I would think that such a threat needs to be handled fairly quickly.
I might sound like an absolute ass, but
Your
as
paycheck
it's
says
not
otherwise?
demonic, it is not within my pay grade to veer out of the way. So, what will you offer for me to do so?
What concerns me is more of what it resides behind them. These creatures as they are not the brightest. They do have some intelligence, yes, but they're not smart enough or skilled enough to be able to find an elf hiding in the woods when he does not want to be found.
Well, they
And
Nor
how
are they
do you
smart
know
enough to
for
cover their tracks
sure?
because they cannot see. And yet
How
the
do you know
trackers
for
have gone
sure
after
that the
them
drow aren't behind?
because the drow would know better than this. They are not this sloppy.
Oh, most definitely not.
So it could be demons behind this.
I do not know what is behind it. Whatever it is good enough to take out some of our best trackers without giving them a chance to escape.
I guess what Jay is asking is how much are you willing to give her for recovery of any individuals we may find and any health that we may provide to them.
Well, from what it seems, this is the task that this dragon gave to you. Investigate the disappearance and determine why and what, and if there's demonic involvement. Now, I will offer reward for the return of any prisoners that they bear.
Does it get posted? Fuck!
I suppose, but you're going to need to provide us with as much information about where they're coming from, what
Easily
they
done.
are, and anything else that we might need to go underneath as it
I think
as it.
Maya can provide us with the information about what they are. As
I
far
can
as
even
if
give
they're-
you a body if you so want one.
Dissecting?
That
Have
might
one-
actually be a lot more helpful than you think it would.
They see without their eyes. They have a great sense of smell. They'll see you coming before you probably see them. And they're pretty strong. What's more to know?
Yes, but would you be able to turn into one if you ate one?
That's not how druids work.
Don't think that's how it works, sweetie.
That's how Naya works.
What? No, that's what Nexi told you. You still believe that, Karu.
Has a point.
Unfortunately,
Karu?
it's not my
Is
fault.
there a cliff face somewhere?
She
to the
still
south?
influences me to this day.
I care not
just
about
a-
your ex-girlfriend.
Is there... Hello?
What I
Did
care
not-
about
did I
is
mute
the
myself?
job.
No, I'm not muted. Is there a cliff face to the south?
No. To the south there is a small section of woods, and then past that is marshlands. From
Would
what we
you
know,
be
they reside
able to
within
provide
there.
us with a
So we're looking for a hole in the ground then. And nobody's found it walking around out there?
Those who have gone to investigate have not returned.
So it's a more they'll probably find a situation.
Quite possibly.
In other words,
Although they
he's
do not
telling
seem to
us
wander around much during the day.
he's telling us that we're basically on a giant treasure hunt, and they have no idea.
You just gotta tell us where the people disappeared at, and we just go there.
So, what, we're gonna wait around till night and then you're gonna give us our weapons back?
Ooh, could you do that? That'd be great.
If
I
you
mean,
wish
I'd
to wait
prefer
till
to have my
nightfall,
weapon.
that is your choice. I can show you the body now.
Better leave at night
I
when they're
nod and
active.
stand up.
Has it just been these, what did you call them, Grimlocks, that you've been seeing tracks?
They are the only creatures we have seen. Them and none other.
And what is this other?
No, none other.
Oh, none other.
Correct.
And they don't seem influenced in any way.
They are creatures from beneath, not ones we know well. So if they're influenced, how would we know? Until you spoke
In
of
fairness,
it, we didn't
if
know what they
you're
were.
influenced, wouldn't you know?
If they had sought to influence us, why would we have let the paladin live?
Because you're nice.
Naya.
So now you believe I'm a
In
paladin?
fairness, that's along the same lines of, in that case, why did you make a pact with the Harpies, who are well known for not being generally that?
Because it is
But
the
somehow
Harpies' best
it works for
interest.
you.
It works for us, but more for them. Keeps us from killing them when they simply want fruit. In exchange, we get fish that we cannot get.
In that case, I would like to speak with, I suppose, the elders of the Harpies, just to see if they have any other information you.
Are you sure that's a wise idea, considering
It's
members
probably
here
not
with
a brilliant
Karu.
ripped the
idea,
wings
but
off of one of theirs?
I had nothing to do with that.
That might be true, but there is association.
Even
As
The
if
long
you
Harpies
as
don't
the
being
know.
people
Harpies.
who are associated stay there.
The problem is the fact harpies act as a flock, and they think as such. If you are part of the flock, you are part of the flock. What one does affects the others. So
Well, it
guilt by
really-
association is how they normally think.
It really comes down to, we need to know what both of you have seen and heard to have a more accurate description, so we know what we're getting into, instead of just blindly walking in with, oh, we've seen Grimlocks and they've disappeared in that general direction. So
Fair.
if I'm not able to go over there without getting maimed, as Harpies are very well known to do, why don't you go?
Why haven't you asked the harpy that you traveled with for more detail?
Because I highly doubt that Harpy knows anything.
That harpy is one that lives close, and one of the few that reside fairly close. The rest reside further to the north or to the west.
And which direction have your scouts been going and disappearing?
To the south.
What else resides in the south?
Among the waterfront, facing the sea, there are some other peoples. Mainly amphibious, they are peoples of the sea.
Would they speak to me?
Probably. They, for the most part, do not seek war. They are
Would
more
you
interested
be
in
willing-
trading for things of the surface dwellers.
Would you
Yes, they
be
would.
willing to send a neutral party with me, so I may speak with them and see what...
If you wish a guide to meet with them, that can easily be arranged.
Excellent. Then we can discuss my payment later.
If you bring me the prisoners, I will reward you. If you bring me nothing, then what reward should I give you for returning empty-handed?
And if I bring you Grimlock parts?
Unless you are stopping their invasion, A few grimlocks is not much.
Well, I'll be ready to go as soon as you bring me my guide.
And what of the rest of your group?
I personally would like to hear the other sides of the
Yes,
conversation.
but you also have a habit of getting into a little bit of trouble. So why don't you take
Ran off.
Naya and go with the hop
I want to meet the water
and
people.
talk to Tab? Or whatever its name is.
The water people, I don't think they have anything to do with this, do you?
Could help fix the harpy.
Care to elaborate my accidents?
She just said be right back food.
Well then.
Also,
That
water
would be
people are down there where the marsh is, where people disappeared. I'd go speak with Tab again, although I don't think she wants to talk to me.
Well, there-
Considering-
I think we should all prepare for going into dark caves.
Agreed.
yeah,
Things,
easy.
supplies that are needed
I would-
for those of you who can't see.
I would recommend gathering the equipment needed
Done.
for a cave. Yes, Naya, we all know that you're well prepared. But I would recommend for those who aren't to do so, and I will question the harpy, but I would like to meet the elder as well.
Oh, so you're an expert climber of rocks and, cliffs and stuff. All that
I'm-
shit that's in underground caverns.
I'm no expert, but I can find the equipment fairly.
Just making sure that you had your checklist.
I am not an incompetent person, dearie.
I think we have a rope and grappling hook.
I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm fairly well equipped.
That's my sweet little Lily. Well, older Lily.
So, from the sounds of it, are y'all intending to separate and some go see the harpies and others to see the water people?
That seems to be the best idea. It gives us more ground to cover in a shorter amount.
Yes, but there is an expression that a very old adventurer, older than me, I would say is, never split your group.
There's another saying, don't rip the wings off a potential ally.
There's also another saying, I claim no responsibilities.
There's another saying, don't trust evil.
And then there's another saying, shut up.
Yeah, people say a lot of shit. Let's go.
How far are both from the village here?
The water people are closer by distance. If you wish to find the chief of the harpies, however, that will take you several days' travel in the opposite direction.
Oh, good.
I rather that we just go see the water people.
The water people are to the southwest.
Jay?
Could always make a
Are
round
there-
trip and drop some people off at the harpies.
Now, is there anything we need to know about before we meet them? Like, how are they with land dwellers, for example?
Jay holds up a finger to Karu. You said there was more than one people to
Correct. And there
Who
is more
else
than
is
one
there?
place where you can encounter them and speak with them. Some of them will mingle amongst each other, some will not. As such, I have set up separate trading posts, as it were. Small ports.
Do you have maps?
The guide can tell you and show you where. But for the most part... He stops and thinks. We have not needed a map of the area for a while, although I will check and see if there is one.
Fuck.
What happened?
That would be greatly appreciated.
Cuticle.
She stabbed herself with a pencil.
No. Cuticle's messing up with me. That's all.
Poor baby.
So you're
Just stings.
who's going where?
Who, besides the merfolk, who else is down there?
Two different peoples of the water along the seafront, the beaches and shoals. And then inland from that, you would find the marshlands.
Well,
Which
I-
hold
swamp people.
There were some lizard folk that resided in the swamps, although we have not seen them for some time.
What are you doing in the ghost?
How many miles?
No ogres. Just lizard people.
Bad shig.
How many miles are we looking at here?
To get to the... as he's
4 days.
thinking, the furthest of the little trading ports would probably be 2-3 days. And straight inland from there would be the swamplands.
Do you have a shipment coming in? Or any chance of trading harpies?
No. They don't have a schedule, so to speak. They usually come as individuals, and every so often they will come as a group to trade in larger numbers.
I happen to have one last question.
Oh, I suspect you have multiple questions.
Which one of those two parties is less likely to be hostile?
The first, and closer of them.
She looks directly at Karu. You are going to the water.
Okay, I could do it in a day.
She
After I
nods
do
like,
some
of
math.
course I'm gonna. Of course, I would never. I don't want to mingle with any harpies.
I could
Yes,
cover
my
the
knowledge,
distance in a
paladins
day
and
to the
do not
harpies.
get along. Harpies like the
Vesuvius,
shiny.
would you like to go with us?
I'll go where I need to go.
The swamp. Or would you rather go swimming?
I told you I'll go wherever I needed to.
Swimming will not be necessary if you're going to see the water people.
Harpies are to the other way, and will just give us information about the bad people. The swamp will lead us to people who can tell us answers, and also where the creatures are. Zuvius would probably rather solve the problem than dance around it. I agree.
If I needed to go the other direction, I'll go.
Both are to the south. And to
I think
make
we
your
should all
problem
go.
simple, if you travel along the waterfront, you will meet the water people. And then from there, you can simply go inland and you will be at the swamp. Or
That
simply
sounds
go
like a
straight
plan.
south and ignore the water people altogether.
I think it'll be easiest to make most people happy if we first go to the water people and then head directly into the swamp. Forget the harpies altogether. Did I just go deaf?
Nope.
I
Nope.
start hitting my
It's
ears.
just nobody in the party's responded.
I know, I'm
Sorry.
just hitting my ears like
Oh, sorry.
I'm stuffing my face.
I was taking a sip of something.
Karu's, I'd rather not work with harpies or deal with them. So,
Jay, if you wish to be an ambassador for several days, I don't see why not, but it is far away from the rest of the group.
Since we would be going in a cave, potentially to the Underdark, I think that we'd be better off getting as much information as we
Start with the south and then go north.
Everything's
you're
to the south,
misunderstanding.
right?
The only thing
Yes.
north of here is the harpies.
Sweetie, do you think that the harpies are gonna know about the Underdark here, though? I don't think they go there, do they?
They fly. They fly up in the skies. I don't think they're gonna go in. They fly underground.
Well, they might know it in caves. They do not go deep underground. A little hard to fly there.
Easy question.
Hmm.
Have the harpies had incidents with these creatures much like how you have?
Not that I've heard. Although they did tear one apart when it tried to take a child.
So, still related to the town here. So,
Of course.
maybe not so much Jay.
But to
Maybe
the
not.
harpies, it looks like a human. So they think it was a human. And they've seen more than one acting in such strange ways. So lately they have been rather anti-human.
Probably best you don't go, Jay.
Well, then we will need to talk to the wingless harpy. I'm sorry, did I say wingless? I meant useless.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Among the harpies, that is correct. It is the same.
But we're not harpies. We are. Well, technically that wants to. We are people.
The harpies, you are just wingless ones.
Have
Can we go
wings.
prepare now? Or at least can I go prepare now?
If you wish to see the Grimlock body, I can show you that now.
Yes.
Then
I just
follow
want to
me.
see it.
As he leads you from that house to the outskirts where it looks like a shed. And he opens the shed door and gestures inside and is like, "Here be your Grimlocks."
Interesting.
Where's your
I do have-
poking stick?
And Lydia, I don't know what you did, but I can barely hear you.
Sorry.
Took off your headset, did you?
Again, I pulled my mic up. I was taking a sip of my Diet Pepsi. My next question is, good sir, can we actually have your name?
Oh, one who thinks of politeness after the fact and courtesy. I was wondering if anyone would ask.
Well,
I
to
didn't
be
even
fair,
know. Sorry.
the situation kind of is a little overwhelming. So, it's understandable for some things to slip.
Perhaps. As for my name... Oh god, the DM just forgot. Son of a biscuit.
No. Please, give him, like, the most...
I almost says, like, I had an elven name, and I was
Go.
just like, and it's gonna
Go.
be this. And then for some reason, my mind slipped to something else, and I'm like, no.
I
One,
want it
that's
to be
female.
Bob.
2, that's World of Warcraft, so fuck no.
Bob.
Bob.
Rumple.
Bob the elf.
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers, note of that as well.
Rumple.
One moment.
Rumple.
I have it written down. Give me a moment, I'll go grab it.
Grumpy. Wait. Elven for grumpy.
Sleepy. Grumpy. Goofy. I don't remember the fucking
Donald, Daffy, Mickey, I don't know.
What?
Jiggs, you're an idiot.
Takes one to know one.
Does it?
Come on. Yes, I found it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Aha! Grumpy.
Okay, I'm back. I got it. My name in a more common tongue would be Lucille. And it would be simpler, I think, as he looks at the humans, for the rest of you to pronounce.
Uh-huh. Sure, I can totally say that.
Lucille?
Lucille, yes.
Let's see.
Yeah. I am
I'm
Liliana.
supposed to do that bit where we say the word, we say it normally, and then you say it again. No.
So,
Yeah,
I-
essentially
can I
try to
call
say it in
you
English
Lucy?
and say it with a French accent.
can I call you Lucy then?
No. Unless you want me to call you human female.
You already
It's fine with
do.
me.
Well, you have not introduced yourself, now have you?
I am Lazilia Evergreen.
See, this one has manners.
I'm Karu, paladin of Heronia.
Rawr.
I'm sorry, have you already forgotten? I'm a mercenary. Usually you don't need my name, just like I don't need. You give me a job, I do it. You give me money for doing the job.
This is true, but some choose to introduce themselves anyway.
So you can go looking for me again later. I don't think so.
Well, if I'm looking to hire you again, it would be best to know a way to do so, to get hold of you. Of course,
If you were that determined to hire me again, you'd be able to find.
Of course, finding a human female mercenary who carries 3 great swords at one time is probably not as hard to find.
She just winks.
I thought you weren't into me, Jay.
I don't do that.
So, for Jay, you also said you were examining the creatures. Roll me a knowledge nature or survival, one of the two.
Oh, yeah.
I'm examining the creature too.
Son of a bitch!
Survival or knowledge
Can I roll
nature?
both?
Well, here goes my nature roll. Okay, survival check.
Leave it to the experts, boy. Leave it to the experts.
Wow.
I'm gonna roll one of each just for the fuck of it.
Same.
The fuck is with the rolls tonight? I give up.
What the f-
Ow.
Wow.
Between the two of you, with 4 rolls, the highest roll is an 8.
What?
Jeez.
I'm sorry, I rolled a critical 1 on my nature roll.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that low.
So 7, 5, 7, 8.
Okay, we really suck at learning things, Theo. We're good at killing them, but we're not.
You kill it, you don't study it.
Just gonna scroll through my phone.
Start spamming shit? No.
I'm not spamming shit
Uh-huh.
yet. I'm spamming things in other groups.
Uh-huh.
Wait, you went inside the building, Liz?
Fuck.
I was gonna say, in the shed was the bodies. Jay did go inside to check. I'm wondering if anybody else did.
I mean, after doing like introduction shit, she would follow in.
No, I'm asking the guy if I can go purchase stuff.
What the fuck is this shit?
The answer to that question will be yes.
Spanish? Oh.
Although pittance will be in a fairly short supply, as there's something they don't really use.
Wee.
You got a dagger?
So they'll have some, but not an infinite supply. So if you want like 20, 30, no. 10 might be the most you get.
Well, take whatever.
I
Be right back
will
quickly.
roll. They've got 12. Normal pricing. At a player's handbook.
Okay, and ropes as well.
Yep. Rope they got. That's easy. Let's see. For Karu and Jay, your checks tell you, this thing has grayish, kind of hard skin. Yeah, no eyes at all. It's got a big, ugly nose.
Eyes without a face.
Sharp, pointy teeth. Can't tell if it's supposed to be fingernails or claws. And ugly.
I'm back.
Rude.
Okay.
Beauty is subjective.
Let me pull up a picture of it and I can show you what this thing looks like.
Excellent. Manipulation achieved.
You're not Nexy.
What?
I said, you're not Nexy.
It's breaking up for me.
I'll be right back.
I said, you're not Nexy.
Oh, not Nexy.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
What can his voice? The image that comes into mind for his sound that comes into mind for his image is "Hello there, I am the goblins."
Looks like a troll with no eyes, essentially.
Troll to be with you
It
too.
makes me uncomfortable. It makes me think of like a dog.
It looks like a disappointment. That's what it does.
That's what the thing is. Let me see. Then Liz rolled knowledge nature. Alright. From Liz's rolls, because it has no eyes and does not see normally, most likely any spells or things that rely on sight will not work.
Alright, so
especially illusions will mean nothing to this thing.
Hey, all that matters as long as it has ears.
It does, and with the good-sized ears and nose it has, it probably hears and smells very well.
Perfect. He's ready for some screeching. I actually want to use my spell shout for once.
Okay.
They have
the
a
other thing
grappling
you note that by their just coloring, their ability to hide in rocky terrain or low light places is probably much higher than an average person. Just because they'll blend in with the shadows.
Will they have silk rope as well as the regular rope?
I don't know, let me roll and think of silk. No, just normal hemp.
Okay. And what about a grappling hook?
No. No grappling hook.
Okay.
Alright, what the heck is Naya doing running off on her own?
By the way,
She's being a nuisance in town.
I would introduce myself to the shopkeeper, but still would not introduce myself to that guy. Fuck him for trying to shame me into it.
How is he shaming you?
He tried to call me rude. I'm like, hello, you fucking made me take off my swords and shit and like treated me like a hostage.
He was race shaming you.
Yes, and he was very racist. I'm gonna be nice to him.
Due to part of your antics, Michael, for Naya, a few of them at first has just looked at you like, okay, it's an unusual elf. Now they're thinking is like, oh, it's just a very young, maybe childish elf.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, look at Roll20 chat and tell me you wouldn't think that yourself.
Oh, most definitely.
Some of the answers do give you general knowledge of, like, how some of the critters in the area have been reacting. But due to antics questions and the way you're doing it, in addition to, like, some basic info on the town and the area...
First questions matter the most. The rest are basically just Naya.
I know, and it's like... The first questions are like, okay, strange elf, maybe from just different area, different land, different ways. So they give you some good answers on that, and then it's just like, what is your favorite color? Huh? I love your forest. You have a great town. Your people seem very skilled. And then the other stuff is just like,
Yeah, I got the most important
okay.
stuff. I know how many people are missing, so we're
Child.
knowing how many bodies we're looking for, or survivors.
I love how the first thing he says, how many bodies we're looking for? Survivors.
Hey, I mean either or, but I know what we're looking for, and also if I know what other animals around here, what we may run into on our way to the swamp, creature-wise.
The knowledge
Everything
you get
else is just Naya being too curious.
normal woodland elven forest stuff.
Okay.
Okay, what
So-
about a miner's pick? And I'm guessing a water skin would probably be there.
Water skin, yes. Miner's pick, no.
Okay.
Don't forget to get a hammer if you haven't already got one for the
Oh yeah, and a hammer.
pigeons. Otherwise,
That
you
they
have to
got.
drive those things in by hand.
Is
I
there a
can do
hammer?
that.
Is there a hammer?
Yes, there's a hammer.
Hammer time.
Normal thing. Some things are normal to find here, but mining pick. They're not miners. They don't mine things.
I don't know why. They've got access.
I've got spider forms. I've got
Because you can
climbing
smelt
forms,
metal
I got all
without
kinds of
ever
stuff.
actually having to mine.
Mm.
Can't touch this.
They may also get it imported elsewhere. Maybe the harpies gathered. We don't know about their trade commerce.
Correct.
Naya's the only one that was asking about the nearby village and what other places around, because that may lead to that kind of information. But I think she's got to the point to where she's annoying the people now, so they're not giving her answers.
Correct. It's like at first it's like, all right, it's normal to ask these questions. Then it's just like, then these questions just get more and more childlike, and it's just like, oh, okay.
You said
Not to
there,
mention, I'm throwing my hands around as I'm walking around.
Michael. You said there's trail rations in the
Back at the cart.
yeah. We
Oops.
might take some of those in case we meet like starving people or whatever.
Well, also if you guys need them for travels.
I have a ring.
Cart
I have a ring,
has
too.
a tent, a bedroll, winter blanket. Bless you.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to dead corpses.
Masterwork tools,
I
fishing
doubt
net,
that.
pot, trail rations up the wazoo, a few torches, a few alchemist fires, and a few acid flasks.
I'm
I just
grabbing
want to
some water
have-
skins to-
Have that like be Lily sneezes.
Done.
It's either that or go achoo or something along those lines. Please.
If you tell Naya, Naya will say that there's plenty of food for the people. You have nothing to worry about.
Trying to think. Oh, I bought a ring of sustenance.
Sustenance.
Thank you.
9 people missing. Beautiful.
Wanted to get a new
Yay.
dagger, but the magic one's very good enough.
More like they're expensive.
I had like 10,000 OG. I still hadn't spent that.
That's just shameful.
Well,
I'm-
it's also the 2-week period's up, so
I know. I know about the thing. I wanted to make that. I don't have the 10,000 now, but I did have the 10,000.
I mean there's probably several items that would have been of good use to you.
Yeah, I kind of wish I could change one of mine over to something.
Could always sell it later.
I can't.
Fuck,
Oh.
shite.
It's that item.
Yeah, I would just change one of the spells that I got for my recent item. Because I want to change it over to enlarged person, because that would be freaking hilarious.
God. Supersize the Naya.
Gargantuan Naya.
Oh, kaiju match. Wonderful.
Fortunately, I think we're, like you said, outside time frame, so I won't be able to change it.
Yep.
Which I'm okay with what I got.
Alright. So once y'all finish examining the bodies, and figure out what you can, which I've told
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
most
have.
of it.
I guess I'm gonna have Carter walk around town for a bit to get and use gather information. No wait, that's.
That takes hours, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And usually money.
Hour. Okay, never mind then.
What time of day is it?
It is currently noon.
Almost 10 o'clock.
Well, that's fine then, because...
I mean, if he's.
Or you mean hours of out-of-game hours? You mean in-game hours? It would take in-game hours? Out-of-game hours?
I mean, that was
Oh.
a class skill I
I
had.
think you confused Brandy.
I want to talk to Tabby.
I will lead you over to her.
Okay
Thank
then.
you.
He wants
She's
to
currently in the process of being bandaged up and taken care of.
And is it possible for a knowledge local check to learn things from them? Or that's not how it works.
You can try, but I doubt you'll be able to get anything. Just because knowledge local would be like, what are the local customs and such?
Oh,
And
okay.
most you could get would be general Elven.
Question.
Hmm.
How much longer are we going tonight?
10 is normally the stopping point, unless you'll choose to go on longer. So probably within the next 10 minutes. I'm guessing it's probably talk to Tab and then stop for the night.
Well,
Unless
I
you want to
have
keep
one-
going.
I have one thing that I wanted to ask you about, or that you told me last game, and I forgot how much it cost.
What?
And that was, and also I would need information from you about identifying that magical longbow.
Identifying magic items is 110 gold.
Okay, and then how much, or what would I have then found out?
That is a... Check my notes. It is a +1 longbow.
1 hour later. Bum,
Yep.
bum.
I'm good. I just gotta tally up my bill.
Hey, Dustin here. See that?
For your question, Jay, it would,
That's Dustin.
bring up maybe just general geography of the area, general layout, but you're
Still not a bad
unfamiliar with
idea.
this area, so your knowledge would be limited. Not to mention, at the moment, y'all still don't know where you're dropped, except for the fact it seems western edge of the Elven lands, edge of the continent.
Hey,
Can I do a gather information then?
To do what?
Gather information
I'll
about
talk to
the
you
surrounding
later.
geography.
night.
Okay, I do.
So,
Nakatsu.
Also, Adam, later when you can, the questions were not answered.
which questions?
The one that I sent, like, about maybe 2 weeks ago? Maybe a week? I don't know.
You'll have to PM me, because off the top of my head, I do not remember the question.
The 7. Da, 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 da.
No, seriously, you're gonna have to PM me, because I do not remember. Being subtle is it's not gonna work. As for other stuff people are doing, let's see. Lydia went
Alright.
to go see Tab. Was anybody else?
Let me
interested
ask this question. Do we have any scouts from the village that are in town?
Yes. Are you just wanting to find out where you are geographically?
Yes. And anything else they might know that would be...
Okay. That is probably asking directly is probably much faster than trying to gather information.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, those.
Mm-hmm.
the 7 questions you asked James.
Well, the machine, but yeah.
Because you said the questions from before. What
Right.
questions? 7.
Questions.
That still didn't answer the question I asked.
Questions. Questions for Cusco.
Asking for clarifications with responsive subtlety. Or vagueness. Yeah, no. Alright, so who all was going to see Tab?
Not it.
Well, I'll follow. I would follow Jay. Jay said she was going to.
Jay, Liz, and Ophelia. Okay. As for Naya, she's just hanging out in the middle of town.
Yeah, calls out to Lily when she walks by, head to Tab.
Question posted in Roll20, it looks like.
Yeah, what you doing? Oh, going to go see Tab? Okay. Hey, Lily, how far was it again to the marsh?
Maybe a few days of a travel. Maybe less than a day. Right now, I have some questioning to do, sweetheart.
That sounds so vague. Okay.
Honey, I know you're 100-something, but you're acting like a child.
Make that sound insulting.
I'm
You
not
just wish you
trying.
were young at heart as I was.
I never really had an opportunity to be. I'm young in other ways, but
Is that another sexual joke? So I'm yelling that across the town at you.
You're starting to get some really strange looks from the townspeople for all this.
she gives a facepalm and just walks away. Just walks away.
A few of those looks are like, what have you been talking to a child about? Kind of looks.
It's okay, our bard is promiscuous.
Just walks away.
Little
Like,
red on the
nope.
ears.
No. In RL, yeah. Just not embarrassed, but just like the disappointed. Oh my god. That type of facial expression, if that makes sense.
I'm back.
Yes.
You know, when I start sketching out some of these, I'm probably going to like dramatize them.
Isn't that normal, though?
Yeah, true.
Let me see. Last week. There's
Yep.
that one, there's that one, there's that one, there's that one. Did I get this right? Sure. Go. Sorry, the video from last session finished uploading. Ta-da.
You're excused.
Thank you.
So we're done for tonight?
So the Evil, Curious, and Jealous Yandari has been posted.
Awesome.
I think Jay was
no,
gonna
they
ask
were going to see Tab,
questions.
and
Yeah,
then
they were gonna
Naya
see Tab.
ended up yelling at him.
Yeah.
So y'all find Tab. She's actually in a separate building where an elven woman is bandaging her up as best they can. While y'all did do the heal checks, it is still the fact of that's still a grievous wound.
For the record, Karu was not there. As soon as she's like within, like, okay, you
Oh
guys
yeah,
go
it's
in here.
pretty much the girls went.
Oh, please. If it wasn't Naya, Karu would have done far worse. He would have just chopped its head off or something.
I did not go.
Oh, Jay didn't? I thought you did.
No, I went to find a scout
Okay. Sorry,
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
just
to
Liz
get
that went to see
information
Tab.
from the scouts, just like Ophelia came with me.
Sorry, I got mixed up and I asked and never got a response.
Hello,
Yeah, you were
madam.
quiet for a minute.
Hello, Miss Tab. Tab. That's such a long name. Can I call you Tabby?
She looks
Call
at
her
you and
no.
is like, I am not a cat.
Because Naya made that comment.
Tamara?
What's a Tamara?
It's a nickname, dear.
It doesn't fit. Just if you
Just
need
think of
something
Samantha.
simple, Tab will work.
Alright. Tab. So, well, for one, I would like to apologize. Again.
Will be good if you do the thing the weird one spoke of fixing this.
Your wings. Yes.
Yes.
We will try and find the item. Do it, and I wish there was a way that we could help. Again, apologies. We mostly came to ask, have you encountered gray-skinned humans?
The ones that take children?
Yes, the ones that took the children.
We ripped one apart.
I see.
And
Have
we
they
went
been
fishing with
taken?
him.
Have you?
The fish didn't like him as much. Goblins work better.
I would say goblins would work better, and I would also say that the reason why they probably don't work well is because
The sea
What?
cat liked him.
a sea cat.
The sea cat will eat most things though.
Yeah. But the ones that have been taking children, have you spotted anything else about them? They don't seem
Good
like
hearing. Can't see for shit.
Have they taken any of your
Tough skin.
kind's eggs? Anything along those lines?
They can't climb for shit.
Right? Have you seen where they've come from?
South.
Marshlands. Right?
They smelled
like
of mud. A few of them.
Seems
They were
like
muddy.
everything.
Well, they
running
didn't
in
smell of
mud
mud.
dirt.
They were muddy.
Alright. Is there anything else we can do to assist our mistake
Fix my wings.
other than that?
She looks like she's trying to think.
Hmm.
I get to tear the wings off the other one?
As long as you don't kill her, sure.
Didn't kill me, so just tear wings off weird thing that has no wings.
The weird thing that has no wings will transform into that will give her wings, and then you can tear them off.
Yeah, whatever that weird thing is.
You've seen it shift multiple times, correct?
Yes, it's a weird thing.
It's an elf that can change.
Elves don't turn into weird things like that.
You
Nor
have
do
not
they
met a
have
druid.
pet rocks.
Again, druid.
The woman tending her looks at you like, pet rock?
Elemental. She would respond.
Elementals are not pets, my dear.
No, it's a familiar.
It's a companion.
Howdy,
A friend.
Naya shifts into a bird and just goes like, it's a companion.
Just,
bird.
No,
Bird can get us over to the marshlands in less than a day.
wait, Naya.
Air raid?
So, I still have that spell Songbird. Whenever we get the chance, will you be willing to be the host of the Songbird? That would be hilarious.
If I remember correctly, it summons a bird.
Yes. Does not change the fact that it would have been hilarious.
To what? To summon the Naya?
Yes. Then it would become a full-on Pokemon.
No.
Naya, I choose you!
No.
Wonder if they're all going to get back in time so we can make the trip tonight. I could fly us there quickly.
Wait, you actually got that form?
Finally.
Yeah.
Thanks to a magic item.
Like I said, we could get to the Harpy's Den in a day. 3 days? Psh, a day. Maybe less.
Awesome, bruh. Oh god. Another idea clicked in my head.
So,
Lily's version of I Can Show You the World.
oh god.
And thing is, it's all thanks to Nexie.
See, Karu, Nexie did bring about good things. She gave Naya some interesting ideas. Although, depending on who you ask, that may or may not be a good thing.
Exactly.
I kind of like the idea of, like, just a small little ghost appearing every now and then when you comment on something like that.
Well, Ghost,
Just like,
she's not dead.
I was gonna say,
No.
don't be killing her off yet.
No. When you, Mr. Adam, respond
we run
with
into Nexie because she was walking back. We teleported back to James's place. So by the time she gets there on foot, we may be done with this mission and bump into her in town.
Oh, God.
Trust me, you don't want that.
I'm just saying
God.
it
Walks
could
into a
literally
bar, sees
happen.
Nexie. Oh look, you survived. Heh.
I could just imagine something random. When this is all over and Karu, everyone's gonna go live happily ever after, but not Karu. He wants to talk to the orb. He wants to use the orb for one last thing. Where is Nexie?
2 feet behind you.
It was just like, behind you.
That'll be 100 gold.
That would be 100 gold, yes, because you did ask it a question.
Lily would probably, like, she wouldn't mind, but she would be pissed.
And the final confrontation ends.
The funny thing would be, like, at the very, very end, all those who participated in the quest are suddenly magically summoned to the same room.
Don't know most of them.
So,
This character.
Vex is there. Zell is there. All the old characters. Falsbjorn's there. Probably wondering how the hell he got there. Or she got there.
He.
What?
Oh wait. Oh, the bear is a girl.
Falsbjorn. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I thought you said.
Gabrielle, Eric's
Let's
character.
Current individuals who participated but are currently NPC'd out. Kai, Keegan, Nexie, Kale, Falsbjorn, Yantan, Zell, Cuthriel, Vex, Varric, Janice, Israfel,
Sworn.
Taya, Lucian, Sworn, Ina, Drock, Tarian, Flint. All those guys are still alive.
That sounds like a small army.
Ideally alive.
So, what is going on with the scout?
Yeah.
Thanks to the scout, you managed to find out that you're basically along the coastline of the Elven territories on the western side. You're smack in the middle.
Sweet.
So you're about a week's week and a half? Let me think. About 8 days south of the border, essentially.
Okay.
But you're on the western coastline.
So, Elven
So
Cancun,
directly
here we
north, if you
come.
follow the coastline, will put you basically at the corner of the Elven, Dwarven, and Human nations.
And did they have any geographical notes for the area?
Further south, it goes from beach to rocky shoals at some places, which is why they were picked by some of the water folk, because some of them get submerged and stay that way, so their houses are built amphibious nature. So, low tide, there's houses available. At high tide, well, the houses are still there, but part of it's going to be underwater. And even whether it's low tide, some of the houses are still underwater.
Well, I hope we wind up encountering a fucking map.
Straight south is large marshlands.
Is there a temple nearby?
No.
There's a reason why I ask.
Oh, I know what you're looking for, and it's not near here.
Damn it. It's worth a shot.
Keep dreaming, sweetheart.
I know.
Basically, most of the things you're looking for are not in this area.
Again, worth a shot.
Let's see, geography-wise. He can give you general layout of the area, enough so that you can make basic geography checks if you encounter major landmarks.
Okie doke.
to go, okay, this is the thing he was talking about, which means such and such is that direction. Which also means the odds of you getting lost on your own are now much lower.
I'm okay with this.
Because
God, we got a
congratulations,
navigator.
somebody actually asked around to find out what the place is like.
Thank you, Jay. Technically,
Smart
we
one.
well, it's not like we couldn't earlier. It's because they didn't let us earlier.
Well, then it was... Well, one, they didn't trust you at fucking all. Even now as you're walking around, it's no weapons and with an escort. Of course, they also don't know if all of you speak Elven, and not everybody here speaks Common.
I speak Elven. Oh, I think most of us speak Elven. Last I checked.
I think most people do, but they don't
I
know
don't.
if you all do or not.
I do not. I only speak Common and Sylvan.
And there have been no survivors as far as people returning from encounters with those Grimlocks.
Oh, encountering Grimlocks and surviving? Yes.
Excellent. I'd like to find one and talk to it, please.
Oh
Him
yeah,
or
there have
her.
been several skirmishes with Grimlocks. That's,
I'd like to talk to each and every one of them if available.
from what you're able to find out talking to people, Grimlocks don't seem to have the concept of retreat. They will fight till they die, and unless they're like literally dragging somebody off.
Out of context, they're starting to sound like they've been taken over by a lizard.
By a what?
Mind control.
Oh.
Mind flayers.
Yar.
Since Naya
But
did
I
mention
wouldn't know
was an
that in
option.
game, so, you know.
Yeah. But
To you, they just sound like barbarians who are just underground blind barbarians who are just trying to get slaves.
that's actually exactly what part of the description for them is in the book. Their favorite class, if they get one, is barbarian.
I am the barb, but why be the barb?
And is there
'Cause you're prickly.
for all the people that have survived encounters with them, is there a generalized direction that they were scouting in, or, you know?
Any encounters with the Grimlocks are either random, or with the Grimlocks go... Basically, they encounter a group of Grimlocks and either kill them, or such.
Mind if I
And
ask
then
what time of...
are they to the south or the north, or like
Mainly
what
to
the hell
the
direction
south, but they've
according
also encountered them to the southeast as well.
Mind if I ask what time of day it is now?
It's currently noon.
Alright.
Y'all have
So
been
that-
here for about an hour and a half.
I'm guessing... Are people starting to lighten up around us, or...
Are you kidding? We're outsiders.
Probably not.
One, the conversation with Naya yelling did not help. Two, several of them have already found out about what y'all did to the harpy.
It was only Naya.
I had
what they
nothing to
did to
do
her.
with the hop.
Oh, they got the story from the kids, so they know it's probably not the whole thing, but they also know it's like someone amongst you ripped the harpy apart. And
She-
it's one thing to fight and kill something, it's another to simply dismember it while it's still alive.
She would do the best to explain the situation to when there is free time in the day. Head to
This-
Well, it depends
is
on
good.
how long you'll stick around, but I'm assuming there's a few people who try to pacify the situation?
You guys should have just let the paladin killed it, but no.
well, that would also cause a problem.
Not really.
Well, that wouldn't necessarily have helped either, because it's still... You dismembered it while it was alive, and then you killed it.
I was giving it a merciful death. I was putting it out of its misery.
See.
After you tortured it.
Yeah.
I didn't torture it.
Okay, I would say after Lily finished questioning, she would head to a tavern or a bar if there is one. Is there one?
Not really?
This is a village. This isn't a town. They don't get visitors.
Exactly.
Well,
Like, there's a general goods store. It's because they have stuff and it's like they stock it there. There's kind of like a small cafe type thing where there's some people cook meals and sell it or trade. I mean, it's not a small village, but it's not a town either.
Oh, the best place for a bard to actually be a bard. So, I guess the cafe? Question mark?
Probably, but here's the question: how long are y'all gonna stay in town?
Well, I'm guessing that Jay and Ophelia will continue asking around a little more. Correct?
Oh, that's why I said it's been an hour and a half for y'all. That's why it's now noon.
Oh gosh.
Is there anyone else of note that Jay would have,
Well, eventually Kara will see you walking around. Come and asks you, what are you
You're
doing?
not anyone of fucking note. Excuse you.
What was that?
You're not important, buddy. That's what she said.
Hey, let me make me important. What do I have to do?
Have
Peace.
you seen Grimlocks? Do you know where they're coming from? Do
Unfortunately,
you know this
not.
area?
You got a point.
Then you're not important. Get out of my way.
What is
Yeah,
this
that's
functional
like-
adventuring party?
And at that point, you see Kara go, and then you see Kara sulking in a corner.
Good. Good. Emo corner.
No,
Wait.
not even. No, this is not Edgelord Kara. This is sad Kara. You've never seen this version of Kara before. Adam remembers
Except
it.
when Nexie scolded him.
No, not even when. Don't you remember back in the north when Kara was in the village and nobody wanted him?
Oh yes, I remember. Because it's like, I'm a paladin. Okay, of who? God of like
Bronius.
honorable combat, valor,
Because Kara's already-
war,
Kara's
fighting,
just-
and they're all
Well-
like, no.
I guess to somewhat end the hostility, she'll sing maybe 2 or 3 songs. Here's my demo.
To the harpy.
If
Not
I
so-
know what you're up to, I'm going to be ready to run like hell out of this village.
Honestly, hold on. Honestly, okay, I'm confused because I thought she was with the harpy. How would she suddenly start singing?
Because she was with the harpy for a while, and then she went elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the party's been, going
Roaming.
to various places.
Yeah, I guess Kara was basically hanging out where they were originally before he sees Jay just walking around outside and asks, like, does she need any help with anything?
And you get the answer you got from her.
Then he just goes back inside and starts sulking.
All around me are familiar faces.
All around me are elven faces. They don't like me very much.
Alright, that's sound about right. Sounds about right for the lyrics.
And we have the title for the episode.
All around me are elven faces.
Yes.
He just Kara's like, I hope Maximus.
How about all around me are elven racists?
Yes, that's perfect. And Kara was just like, I just hope they're treating Maximus well.
Oh, he's probably getting the best treatment out of all of y'all.
Having a good time with him now. Got
Yeah.
bored with you people.
Right.
He's just probably in a stable, like munching on some food. He's a mare.
Oh, they don't even really have a stable, like what you're used to at a human town. He's just, they put him over a spot, they gave him food, water, and he's not even tied down.
So it's like free range then.
Pretty much.
And he sees
He's
a
like,
mare
I
run,
like this.
and then he sees a few mares running by.
Oh, he's not dumb.
So, are Jay and I like the brothers on Supernatural?
Did it.
The ones with the brains to actually look things up while everybody else is goofing around? Yes.
Well, Karu can't really goof around. It's in his mind, since nobody trusts him or even likes him. What's the point until he can prove himself?
Well,
Out of everyone, you're the one most likely to get into trouble. Closely followed by Liz, and then Naya, and then Vesuvius.
Actually, probably Naya's higher up on the list than you think.
so
In
here's-
this town, Karu's right there.
I would
Karu's
say
keeping his mouth shut, though.
I would have to
Exactly.
say the main reason why she's going to perform is because usually when she performs, she also sometimes get details. Very useful details.
Naya's harmless. She asked some questions. She sat on the ground for an hour, and now she's stabled herself in the pen with all the other horses.
There's no. That is, oh, you're.
Naya's a unicorn talking to Max.
Oh, Maximus, like. Mm.
Nay,
He
nay,
looks, he's like,
motherfucker.
oh, hey. Oh, it's you. Hey. He's like, oh, hey. Oh, hey. At first, it was kind of like, hey, hot stuff. It's like, oh, hey, Naya. Alright. Then I'm going to suggest we go ahead and stop here for the night. And
Okay.
then
I want to make my performance rolls.
will make me a performance roll.
Dang it.
Don't expect to get paid.
I'm not going to get paid. I think I did a good job.
Haru just wants to prove himself to this village that he is actually trustworthy.
Did I do a good job?
You did a good
can't-
job.
You can't prove to them that you're not trustworthy because your ears are round. You're around.
Hey,
You're
you're not
not-
you're not being trustworthy. You're still not. You're in the same boat as I am.
I
No.
know.
No,
I'm mad.
because we're not the ones that go evil.
Oh, harsh.
Hey, evil has it coming. Okay.
Remember what Nexi said. If you immediately assume people are evil, you're gonna look like an ass. And
Maybe
then
they're
look
just
what
evil
happened.
curious.
Now you look like an asshole.
Technically, I did not look like an asshole. I told them I'm a paladin. They didn't want to believe.
Well, one, y'all's conversation was suspicious as fuck
Mhm.
based on
Well,
their
it is.
experiences.
They took some shit out of context. They could have asked us about it.
Hi, welcome to America's News Television. How are you on this fine evening? I
So
see. We shall take this
Hey,
out of
that
context.
isn't me-
So
this is-
today in local elf
What?
news,
I don't want to talk about that.
today in local elf news, a group of humans who are trying to kidnap a child.
We're going to
Oh,
prove beyond a shadow of
also-
doubt that you're guilty for being human. On second thought, I rest my case. Because you're human. You're guilty.
Also, in
Oh, they seem to have no problem with Jay currently. Or Ophelia for the most part.
I'm a
Mercenaries, man.
in the long future, after
Well, here's-
12 weeks.
Let me point this out to them. For
Okay.
the most part, y'all haven't had a whole lot of issues, except for the fact Naya's getting a bunch of weird looks, and so is Liz.
What?
Eh,
Well, think about the conversation y'all were yelling back and forth about in the middle of town square.
I thought we weren't yelling. I thought we went up to each other and talked, not scream from across the
you
room.
were heading over to Tab. I asked you what you were doing as I call out to you from the center of the town.
Damn it.
Did specifically state that.
Damn it, Naya.
The
Hey,
reason
I'm
they were
a harmless unicorn. I did nothing.
bullshit.
Unicorns are associated with the Fae, and the Fae are tricksters. You did something.
Possibly.
Incorrect, actually.
I'm using the broad, like, usual medieval terms.
Why's my freaking numlock keep turning off?
having the best conversation of my life with Max.
The
I
only
can
one who
say-
actively talks with him instead of to him.
Well, I can also speak horse, so
Well, it's not like Karu can magically learn to speak animals. He doesn't have that spell.
You can get a scroll or something. Have somebody cast it on you.
potion, or you could ask Naya to interpret.
And by the way, the whole, how am I supposed to prove myself? Well, I don't know. Have you tried to do things for the town? Tried to do something other than just sit there and sulk?
They wouldn't let him.
Wait, Shig. Is it harvest season?
Harvest season?
It's February.
So no.
Dang it.
I help productivity though. Come next year.
Yeah, there's also the factor that you could, I don't know, help like with carriages or help out like just around the town.
Nope, he's sulking
You
in a
know,
corner.
be a useful male. Except sulk because the female yelled.
He got sulked because he's currently
Traditional
sulking.
Karu.
He'll get over it in a little bit, and then he'll just start.
It's
At the
a
moment,
vintage,
it's classic
never
Karu.
yelled at me like this.
vintage Karu.
Vintage
No,
Karu. I was
no,
gonna say
actually
classic Karu.
No, next thing they turned into the sulking Carl. She turned him into whatchamacallit. No wait, she did turn him into a sulking Carl once.
Paranoid.
Remember, she said you're too nice.
Yeah, she scolded him for always fucking detecting evil and everything under the sun.
Oh, no, Lily is slowly way of doing that.
It's like, it's not evil, it's evil curious.
It's no evil. It's fine.
Karu. Would you consider me evil?
No.
Do you consider everything else evil?
I think
Depends.
the proper term is this in regards to evil.
You mean
Forgot my
Nexie,
dog was
right?
in here. I was like, what the fuck is moving on my bed?
Alternate system of morality.
But still, I think Karu will try to do something next week.
Next,
Or-
you would definitely agree with that one.
Like, seriously, honey.
Yes.
You could
No,
make yourself useful. How?
I mean, the session's over, isn't it? So there's no reason for you to talk in character.
I mean, you would have been useful to Nexie if you had gone through with swinging your sword against those dragons.
No.
That's morally useful.
He's a paladin. You're screwing with the paladin's code of honor. You don't do that.
You
She
didn't know
did.
that, and you still almost did.
I
Oh.
almost said
Not
that you
everybody
manipulate.
is required to follow your laws. Man.
So,
The
I
laws
ha-
of humans do not apply to all things.
I have an announcement.
I'm gonna go ahead and
You're
end
pregnant.
the stream at this point.
Oh.
I was gonna say, like, I was asking, like, is the session over now? Before,
You should